Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Good evening and welcome into Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, streaming all across the world online at facebook.com/regionsports and regionsports.com. We come to you tonight from Lake Central High School in St. John, Indiana, as the Region Sports Network presents the RSN number 10 Michigan City Wolves against the hosting Lake Central Indians here on homecoming. I'm Jared Schlensky, your play-by-play man, and alongside me, my color commentator, Josh Huddleston. Good evening, Josh. Right now, the story is pretty similar for both clubs. In dire need of a win, right now both have lost consecutive games. Lake Central has lost back-to-back. Michigan City has dropped 3 in a row. What's the key for both of these teams to get back in the W column?
Absolutely. Michigan City's kind of gone through the gauntlet here. They've played Valpo, Chesterton, Maryville, 3 top-tier DAC schools. Lake Central, new coach, new regime in town, getting their feet wet, getting the ball rolling, playing good, solid defense, which has carried them to their record. And we're in for a real treat tonight, Jared.
Yeah, I think we are too, and we don't usually talk about it, especially because of the pandemic, but home field advantage is starting to have an impact on sports, not just Indiana high school sports, but as the pandemic starts to finally disappear, you're seeing fans in attendance. It's great all the way around, but that leads me to my first question for you. How much does home field come into part today here on homecoming with a packed house at Lake Central High School?
Yeah, so homecoming is a little different in high school. You don't get the crowd, quite the crowd noise where the other team is maybe burning timeouts or you can't make any audibles at the line. But I will tell you, homecoming, which it is tonight here at Lake Central, brings a different vibe. The players, there's a chip on their shoulder. They're ready to go. They're pumped up. More fans here, more parents, the festivities, the pep rallies during the day. So that brings a different atmosphere from the player standpoint. So I'm looking for a Lake Central team that's fired up.
Yeah, and Lake Central has been pretty solid defensively all season long. You exclude that Week 4 loss to Crown Point where they gave up 42 points. This defense is respectable, allowing just over 15 points per game, but they've got their work cut out for them. This Michigan City offense, they like to spread the ball around, they like to get it wide, they like to sling it, but they can score 31 points per game. This team can score. What do you do if you're Lake Central? Who is the one guy you don't let beat you?
Well, Laurent, the wide receiver for Michigan City, is an absolute stud. He can stretch the field. He can take the short routes. He runs great routes. So that's the key. But the key for stopping Michigan City is keeping them off the ball, which means that Lake Central is going to have to dominate the running game with Xavier Williams, keep the ball on their side, and chew up some clock, Jared.
We want to welcome everyone into the Tech Tailgate Show, brought to you by Tech Credit Union, with 5 Northwest Indiana locations to serve you. Make sure you visit them at cu.org for more info. He's Josh Huddleston. I'm Jared Schlensky. We've got about 10 minutes till kickoff between Lake Central and Michigan City here on homecoming on this lovely Friday night. And Josh, I know sometimes in the month of September it's a little bit chilly. That's not the case today. Hydration is going to play a key role, as it's still not all that chilly here in St. John's.
No, absolutely. I look for the weather's going to play effect. I'm sitting here watching the weather forecast, and it's going up from 50 to 60 to 70% chance of rain at kickoff. It's back down to 50. Michigan City likes to air the ball out. The Indians like to keep the ball on the ground. So the first quarter weather could have big implications on this game.
We're going to take our time out here on the Region Sports Network. When we come back, we'll have a lot more for you as we get ready for kickoff on this Friday night between Lake Central and Michigan City. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Did you know?
Wow, they'll prepare fresh fish while you wait.
Did you know?
They make over 40,000 donuts from scratch every week.
Did you know?
They offer 23 different deli platters for your party.
Did you know?
They have freshly chopped fajita mix ready to cook.
Did you know?
They have the best fried chicken in the area.
Did you know?
They offer our signature curbside service 14 hours a day.
Strack and Van Til. Now you know.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals, and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Those drops of water coming from your ceiling can make a lasting impression on your home or business. Before the tide turns, call Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121. They work with your deadline, not theirs. From businesses to homeowners to property managers, the team of problem solvers at Great Lakes Roofing will be there fast and will exceed your expectations. And when the rain falls again, they will follow up to make sure that you're dry and comfortable. Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121, or on the web at greatlakesroof.com.
Welcome back to the Tech Tailgate Show, sponsored by Tech Credit Union. Celebrating 85 years of serving the community. Check them out at techcu.org. You're locked in to Region Sports Network. I'm Jared Schlensky alongside Josh Huddleston. Lake Central against Michigan City on this beautiful Friday night, coming your way in less than 6 minutes. We talked a little bit about the teams. Now let's talk about the individuals on both these teams. Josh, we start with the hosting Lake Central Indians. Offensively, we know Xavier Williams is going to get the football. My question for you, if you're Michigan City, how do you contain him? It seems no matter what, he finds a way to get the ball in his hands and make damage happen.
Yeah, Michigan City is going to have to sell out to stop the run. They're going to have to bring 5, 6, 7, 8 guys in the box, commit to stopping the run. That's going to be the game plan for them. They're kind of athletic on the perimeter for their corners and safeties, so they can play man coverage. So they're going to have to bring some guys down in the box to commit to stopping the run. But it's a lot daunting of a task. It sounds easy for us up here in the booth to say that, but they got to get it done on the field. So it's going to be interesting, the chess match we got going on.
Head coach, of course, Rick Good, has the luxury of Xavier Williams, but he's got his work cut out for him too on the flip side. Defensively, they've done a nice job, but they have yet to face someone like Giovanni Laurent. You'll see him play some receiver. We've seen him play quarterback. If you're Michigan City and you're Phil Mason, how do you get Laurent involved? And at what point do you say to yourself, well, maybe we're overutilizing him. Do we try to mix it up and get somebody else in there? Or do you stick with your bread and butter and feed this kid the ball?
Well, they got a lot of athletes, Michigan City does, at all the receiver positions, and including their running back. They have a sophomore quarterback who's kind of grown up before our eyes here across the Duneland Athletic Conference. So he spreads the ball out. While Laurent is a threat, they do have some other playmakers that could step up, and they're going to have to tonight. Lake Central is a really well-coached ball club with Rick Good. He's going to have his defense ready on homecoming tonight. So I look for them to have a safety over the top, play a little man coverage underneath, help themselves out by committing guys to stop Laurent. And that means Michigan City's got to, their other playmakers got to make plays.
Yeah, out of all the individual matchups, the one that I'm most excited to see is the sophomore Tyler Bush. As you said, he's kind of taken over as the quarterback now for Michigan City. He didn't start the year, but he's here now. And if you're Lake Central, you've got some game film, but not a ton of game film, and at times that can be a disadvantage for you. If you look at this team, though, Lake Central defensively allowing just over 15 points, you talk about a hostile environment. Tyler Bush has his work cut out against a talented defense like this.
Absolutely. And the weather is going to play a factor into it, Jared. If it starts to rain, the game plan and things are going to change, and the rain's coming down as we speak. So there's going to be some ball control things. He's going to have to – we haven't faced weather like this. We've had pretty good weather across high school football through the course of the year so far, but tonight it's already coming down. So we'll see the ball control of the young Tyler Bush and how they're able to change their game plan as the weather progresses.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it again. You're locked into the Tech Credit Union Tailgate Show, brought to you by Tech Credit Union. Financial services for life. Visit them at visittechcu.org to find out more about Tech Credit Union. Lake Central has taken the field here on their homecoming, and the umbrellas are up too. The question is, how long is this rain going to last? And if it is going to last, if you're Michigan City, do you have to change your offensive game plan because you are a pass-heavy team? That might not be the best key to move the ball with this weather.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, Jared, to say the least. I didn't see the forecast tonight as rain. I'm sure the coaches didn't. Storm kind of popped up out of nowhere, so I'm sure Michigan City's making some adjustments in the locker room right now, and I look for them to come out and establish maybe a run game, maybe start off with some positive plays, running the ball and switch it up and work their offensive passing game into it as the weather kind of subsides here.
Josh, you're a former Indiana high school player. Of course, you played collegiately at Marion. What do you tell your team on homecoming? Do you try to give them a little bit bigger of a hype speech, or do you just let them go out and try and play football like it's any other game?
We'll pause and take a break during the national anthem here.
We have finished honoring America with the singing of our national anthem. Lake Central is on the field. Michigan City has now taken the field as we are less than 60 seconds from the coin toss. When we come back, we'll have kickoff here on the Region Sports Network. He's Josh Huddleston. I'm Jared Schlensky. Remember, you're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist. Tech Credit Union is the better option for personal and business banking. Buy a car, remodel your home, pay for an education, expand your business. Tech Credit Union can help you do these things and more. You'll enjoy the latest banking services, but without the cost of the big bank relationship. With branches throughout the region, fee-free ATMs nationwide, and online services, they're convenient too. Learn more at techcu.org. Contact any branch or call 800-276-TECH. Tech Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender and federally insured by the NCUA.
The Friday night forecast is brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Tonight's forecast is 73 degrees and a light drizzle here from Lake Central High School in St. John, Indiana. I'm Jared Schlensky alongside Josh Huddleston. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Excited tonight, Lake Central, the hosting team, in the blue, Michigan City, the visiting team, in the white. And Michigan City has elected to kick, and receiving will be Lake Central here on homecoming.
Yeah, Michigan City won the toss and they deferred, and obviously Lake Central is going to take the ball here to start.
Yeah, I'm excited too, just because Lake Central is a team that has relied on its defense at times. Again, both teams similar records. Lake Central 3-2. Michigan City 2-3. Both teams in dire need of a win just to get that morale back up. But on this rainy day, it might not be a bad idea to play defense first.
Yeah, Michigan City, pass-heavy offense. They can run the ball, but they're going to start on defense. Lake Central likes to run the ball and control the clock. So we're in for a treat here in a drizzly Friday night matchup. Two DAC powerhouses.
The junior Angel Olesquick to kick for Michigan City, and it is a good one, a line drive that skips into the end zone here at Lake Central High School. We are officially underway. He's Josh Huddleston. I'm Jared Schlensky, and now we get to see this Lake Central offense take the field first tonight here on Homecoming.
I'm interested to see how Michigan City plays the run. They've done some unconventional things on defense, bringing 5, 6, 7 guys across the line. I imagine that they're going to have to commit to stop the run tonight, Jared.
Lake Central, led by senior quarterback Luke Nade and sophomore running back Xavier Williams. Williams right now behind Nade in the gun. 3 down linemen. Nade gonna keep, and he is hit in the backfield for a loss. That's a good start here for the visiting Michigan City to try and get this crowd a little bit quiet.
Yeah, Nide looked like he turned to hand the ball off, and Xavier Williams either went the wrong way or the mix up on the play, but looked like a broken play, and the Michigan City defense was there.
Xavier Williams, what more can you say about the sophomore? 200 pounds and just 5'11" at that age, pretty darn good, but 600 yards of total offense. This is a dynamic player. Nady again. Up the middle, a light push, and maybe a gain of 1 or 2 is going to set up 3rd and long for Lake Central here on their first series.
No surprise here, Lake Central's come out with 2 straight run plays. Michigan City has 5 guys on the line of scrimmage and walking 2 linebackers up. They've committed to stop the run tonight.
Yeah, that front 4 has done a nice job. You've seen Jahari Branch in there a couple of times already. And here on 3rd and 9, do you go to the air?
We will see here with the rain. They might run some type of draw or screen.
Nady in the gun, man in motion. Rolls left, gets rid of it before he's hit, and incomplete. And if you're Michigan City, you couldn't have asked for a better start. A 3 and out, and you might get the ball in Lake Central territory right off the bat.
Yeah, they really surprised me. They rolled him out to his weak side there, trying to flip his hips and throw the ball. Michigan City's playing straight man coverage across the board, and they're committing to stop the run.
A 3 and out for the Lake Central Indians brings out the punt unit. Diego Garcia, the punter. 2 returners back for Michigan City just past the 50-yard line. End-over-end kick near midfield is going to take a Lake Central bounce and almost get to the Michigan City 40. Not a bad punt at all from Garcia.
Not at all. Michigan City, they have to be ecstatic after that possession, that defensive stand. I'm sure they've heard the chatter about Lake Central's defense. They wanted to prove themselves on that first drive there.
And now we get to see the sophomore Tyler Bush. We've seen him play a little bit more as of late, but a guy that has kind of gotten thrown into the fire, did not start the year at quarterback, but has taken over at the quarterback position, and only a sophomore.
Yeah, he started the first game against the Valpo Vikings, which is a big task for a sophomore, and he did really well there.
First snap, give up the middle, and then some. Close to a first down, if not a first down, for Jaden Hart. That is a great start for Michigan City. You get a 3 and out, and you set up 2nd and short, if not enough for the first down.
That was a great design. They spread him out, and they pulled the guard, and he was able to kick out the end, and Hart was able to shoot off tackle there. That was a great design.
It is officially a gain of 9, 2nd and 1 at midfield. Give again to Hart, and this time he's wrapped up in the backfield for a loss. And you're going to hear that name a lot tonight. Aaron Mikolajczyk, middle linebacker, 26 tackles, make it his 27th there.
Yeah, the guard ran right past the linebacker there. That could have been a big play. Put yourself in 3rd and short here. The playbook is fully open for the Michigan City Wolves.
We saw Lake Central air it out on 3rd and long. Now 3rd and 3, so a loss of 2. Will Michigan City go to the air? Let's see what Phil Mason dials up. Bush, quick hitter, and complete for a first down and then some. A very nice throw from Bush, the sophomore, on his first attempt of the night, able to pick up the first down and then some.
That was a hitch route by Laurent. They're playing man-to-man coverage on that side. The safety had the wing on that play, so he was no help. And Laurent put the brakes on, and Bush threw a nice ball there.
Giovanni Laurent, we've seen him line up at quarterback throughout the course of the season there. He was out wide, and he picks up a first down and then some. In Lake Central territory, going to the air again. Bush taking a shot downfield. He's got his man, and then some. Laurent to the 12-yard line. And again, Bush to Laurent works out for Michigan City.
No surprise there. That is their go-to guy, Laurent. Straight fly pattern. Bush put it right where it needed to be. And I will be surprised if Lake Central stays in that man-to-man coverage without bringing a safety over the top to help out.
A pickup of 31 yards on the play. And now 1st and 10 from the Lake Central 11. Bush 2 for 2 in the air. Early movement is going to move this back to the 16. But if you're Michigan City, how about this start? You get a 3-and-out on defense, get good field position right around midfield, and your sophomore quarterback hits your go-to receiver not once but twice.
Yeah, this is absolutely if you're Phil Mason, you have to be ecstatic at the way that your team is playing here early on when we're only about 4 minutes into the game. And they have Laurent at the Wildcat. They want to get the ball in his hands.
Motion man, keeping Laurent, bounces off a couple of tacklers, keeps his legs churning, and close to about the 7-yard line. Not a bad pickup on 1st and 15 as the rain picks up a little bit more here at Lake Central High School.
Yeah, that was they ran a Wildcat there. They faked the jet sweep. It was kind of a read option, and it ended up being a rugby scrum there. They were kind of pushing the pile there, but a great gain on first down after the false start.
A pickup of 9 for Laurent. We've seen him catch it. Now we've seen him run with it. Let's see if they try to go to him again.
Man-to-man up top.
Bush, the quarterback, rolls right and nearly picked off, but a late flag. I think we're going to get pass interference, and if so, a new set of downs for Michigan City.
That's such a tough route to defend. A whip out, which is a slant. You come in, you take a couple steps in, and then you whip out. Such a hard play to defend. And it's even hard when you're on the goal line and the DB he got there, but I think it was just a hair too early.
Defensive pass interference will move Michigan City inside the Lake Central 5 all the way to the 4 and give them a new set of downs.
Yeah, they since it's only half the distance, they do not get the first down.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. So it's 3rd down and 2. Bush give up the middle and nowhere to be found. Lake Central on 2nd down comes up a little bit short. It'll set up 3rd and manageable.
You could still get a first down here. The playbook is pretty much wide open. We have not seen Michigan City attempt a field goal yet on the season. So this might be 4-down territory for the Wolves here. So the playbook is wide open for them.
Mikael Woodward on the carry there. Jaden Hart in the backfield. Motion man, the sweep. Anderson trying to weave through. Gets close. If he doesn't have the goal line, he should have the first down as the game clock ticks under 7 minutes. Very impressive job there, weaving in through traffic.
I think if he keeps going, he gets the perimeter there, but he's short. It's 4th down.
Wow, he looked like he had it from here, but you're right. They're going to rule him just short. And to no surprise, Michigan City is going to go for it. Play number 8 of the drive. Bush under center, quarterback, keeper. I don't know if he got it. Lake Central stockpiled around Bush. I think he's short. Mikolajczyk, the first one there. And it's going to be a turnover on downs for Michigan City. So what was a very promising drive goes for none.
Lake Central was running that 80-94 defense. Michigan City was cruising right along, and they had to put on the brakes. So kudos to the Lake Central defense there for coming up big on that 4th down. But that's a play that Michigan City runs quite often on 4th and short. They bring Bush under center and just try to do a nudge. And kudos to Rick Good and his staff. They've probably seen a lot of film on that.
So if Lake Central is going to find the end zone, they're going to have to cover 98 yards, backed up inside their own end zone. Up the middle and out of the end zone for a gain of a couple. Should set up about 2nd and 8 for Lake Central. Right now, I would assume the focus is just getting a little bit more of a cushion outside near your own goal line.
Yeah, give yourself a little breathing room here. And maybe you could put together, a couple 3 or 4 yard gains and get yourself in a situation where you're out from the own shadow of your goalpost.
Both teams have possessed the ball once. Lake Central on offense for the 2nd time. Nade give to Williams. Not a whole lot there, maybe one. Is going to set up 3rd and long again. About 3rd and 6 for Lake Central.
Yeah, they're just giving the dive play, and once again, Michigan City is selling out to stop the run. They're playing man coverage in the back and just committing those guys to stop Xavier Williams, which is Lake Central's go-to guy.
Lake Central still looking for their first down of the game. Nade with 2 to his left. Swing pass behind Williams. Looked like it may have been deflected, and now it's ruled incomplete. But for the 2nd straight offensive series, Lake Central is going to go 3 and out.
Yeah, they've ran that swing pass a number of times. That play was interception in the Portage game, which was returned for a touchdown. So the defensive ends have been coached on that swing pass, and he was able to get his hand on it and deflect it.
No choice here. You got to punt if you're Lake Central. Rick Good brings back out his punter, Diego Garcia. 2 back for Michigan City right around midfield. And another nice punt. Bounces right around the 40, and it'll be stopped there at officially the Lake Central 41. But yet again, nice field position for Michigan City. Make sure you follow all of tonight's region football scores live on the Strachan Van Til Hometown Scoreboard, streaming right now at facebook.com/regionsports and regionsports.com. Strachan Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store.
Strachan Van Til's has surprisingly some good food in their deli that they make. They got some good sushi.
I'm sure you've had it on first-hand experience. Bush, pitch behind him, looking to turn the corner. Anderson, he's got the sideline, and he will coast to the end zone for 6. Michigan City out in front early. And what a start right now if you're Michigan City.
Absolutely. A lot of credit to Traylon Simmons on that play. The receiver, they ran a motion pitch behind the line of scrimmage, and Williams made a crucial block which sprung Racine for a touchdown.
And now the replay playing right now on Michigan City into the end zone. And a nicely done job there by Omarion Hatch. Point after attempt coming. Andrew Olesquick gets it to go, and Michigan City, the road team, out to a great start, 7-0. This defense gets 2 3-and-outs, and the offense able to put up 6 on a 41-yard run from Mikhail Wooder.
Jared, I'd be lying to you if I told you that Michigan City's first touchdown I thought was going to be a touchdown on the ground. I thought they would have been able to do it through the air. I tell you, we are in for a royal treat tonight.
Yeah, great crowd. Been a little bit quiet after that drive, though. Mikhail Woodard able to find the end zone. A little tricky to tell if it was the 8 or the 0. I think it was a 0, and in that case, it would be Omarion Hatch.
It was a great block once again.
Either way, yeah, Michigan City, good start.
They've held them. Lake Central doesn't have a first down yet. Michigan City has been moving the ball in plus territory a lot tonight. So if you're Phil Mason, you're ecstatic over there on the sideline.
One play, 41 yards on your second offensive series. I think you'll take that if you're Michigan City. A 7-0 lead. Here is the kickoff. And inside his own 5, unable to handle it, Mateo Cortez, but a touchback on hand. And now the Lake Central offense takes the field for the 3rd time tonight.
If you're Lake Central, you have to establish some type of momentum on offense. Maybe switch it up, play action, pass here. Go away from your script. You're down 7-0 at home on homecoming. This would be a good opportunity to maybe a trick play, something to give your guys a little bit of boost of morale and steal some of that momentum back.
What do you think about going to the air? They've run the ball 4 times. They've thrown the ball only twice so far. You like to see maybe a first down pass?
A little play action pass?
Yeah, maybe. Nady, the senior, drops back, has nowhere to go, and is brought down just outside of his own 10-yard line.
They ran the play action pass there. Michigan City was bringing the heat on that play. Anticipation of the run. The defensive end recognized that and was able to sack the quarterback.
A really nice job there by Mike Williams to get quickly to Nady, the quarterback. A loss of 7 brings Lake Central back to their own 13.
No harm, no foul on that. I mean, I like the play call.
Pitch behind. Little downhill motion to the 15. But again, this Michigan City defense, they have been gap sound from the get-go.
Yeah, you're going to have to stretch the field down. You're going to have to stretch the field in order to open up that running game. They have everyone in the box. They're playing man-to-man coverage, which is pretty typical in high school football when you have a strong running team. So they're going to have to do something in order to open up this running game by being able to push the ball downfield.
Marion Brooks able to get a couple, but still 3rd and 15. Lake Central looking for their first down. Michigan City brings pressure, and Nady unable to escape again. Another 3 and out for this Lake Central offense. And the man to bring him down from behind.
They ran a little speed option here to the near side of the field. Defensive end came up, which was a keep by the quarterback, and he was not able to find any running room.
Makai Williams able to get into the backfield again, his 2nd tackle of this series, and it's another 3 and out. To punt, Diego Garcia. A high punt, kind of short, caught, and right inside the 40. Lake Central is Michigan City going to have good field position again, officially at the Lake Central 39.
They're in plus territory. They have all the momentum right now. if I'm Michigan City, I'm going to try to go up top with my athlete Laurent and see what happens.
41-yard carry last time. That went to Omarion Hatch. Pistol formation, swing pass, caught by, who is it again? Hatch, stiff-arming his way to the 20. Omarion Hatch, a pickup of 20, and that is his second big gain. He had the run to set up the touchdown, and now the pass completion to him for 20 yards.
Well, we came in talking about Laurent. But it's been the Hatch show tonight. Maybe the Michigan City offense has hatched something that we weren't expecting.
Bush again, give, and up to about the 15 goes Jaden Hart. Jaden Hart kept his feet moving, and maybe a little too much because Lake Central has ripped him and forced a turnover.
Yeah, that was a little rugby scrum, Jared, and the pile kept pushing, and then all the Lake Central defenders were jumping up, pointing the other way, and the officials gave them the ball, so kudos to the Lake Central defense. Another big stop when Michigan City's driving.
Again, though, Lake Central going to be backed up. They have started at their own 2 and now their own 8. A 7-0 lead for Michigan City, the road team today. That defense has been terrific, have yet to allow a first down, and hit in the backfield for a loss and then some. Again, that Michigan City defensive line led by Makai Williams, able to pick up a loss of 1.
Michigan City's defense held Hayden Vineyard of Valpo to 24 yards in the first half, so their defensive line is pretty stout. They're not. They're up for the challenge tonight.
They like to load the box. 6 in there right now. 88 up the middle to the 10 goes Hart. And this is going to set up about 3rd and manageable. Maybe the best run so far today we've seen from Lake Central. And a timeout will bring us to our conversation. But you're watching the game of the night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
It's been said that one man's junk is another man's treasure. But at Total Disposal, your junk is our junk. Think of Total Disposal as that key player that has several options: commercial, residential, or hand off your junk at our Blaine Street Partners transfer station. Total Disposal is more than a service provider. We are an innovator for a sustainable tomorrow, well beyond the curb. For a complete list of services, go to TotalDisposal.com. Honesty and dependability, that's the Total Disposal promise.
3rd and 7 for Lake Central, looking to pick up their first down of the night. Down 7-0, just over a minute left here in the first. 90 airs it out, and a little bit behind his receiver, Nick Engelham, and it'll be another punt for Lake Central. But kudos to this Michigan City defense. They've been on the field 4 times. They've yet to allow a first down.
Yeah, that was a great play call by Lake Central. The pass is just a little bit more towards him. He catches that, and he's off to the races. There was nobody covering him. And that's a testament to what Michigan City's trying to do on defense. They're just bringing as many guys down in the box as Lake Central will allow them to do, and they're having success.
Xavier Cortez to punt Diego Garcia yet to punt again for Lake Central. High snap into the end zone, and Michigan City is going to get 2 points plus the ball back on the high snap. That
it's tough. A lot of people don't realize that being a long snapper in high school is an extremely tough job, and you usually don't notice one until there's an arid one, and so it's extremely hard, and some of the the fans, the average fan, doesn't realize how hard it is to snap the ball between your legs 15 yards.
We got a little bit of an upset on our hands right now. If you'd ask most people, they probably would have told you Lake Central projected to win. But before we see the punt as the Lake Central kicking team goes out, the Michigan City return unit follows. We want to thank Toyota of Maryville for sponsoring high school football right here on the Region Sports Network. And when you're looking for your next new or pre-owned vehicle, visit them at Toyota of Maryville. Toyota of Maryville, we make it easy. 9-0 our score. Michigan City's defense has yet to allow a first down. Got the 41-yard rushing touchdown from O'Marion Hatch, and now the safety on the high snap.
Yeah, Michigan City has come to play. I mean, we look at their schedule. Their losses are to Chesterton, really good ball club. Valparaiso, really great ball club. Maryville, probably the best team in the region, maybe the northern half of the state. Some would argue that they're going to make a run at the title. So, I mean, this Michigan City ball club can play.
Short kick, hauled in and around the 40, weaving through traffic to Elijah Robinson. He's got the corner to the 20, 10, and is he in? No, he's going to be ruled just a little bit short, but an excellent return. Over 50 yards in Michigan City. We'll have a chance to set up first down and goal.
As you saw on the replay, they set up a great wall on the right side, and they were able to get the wall set up and spring them for a big return. And the Wolves are knocking on the door again.
Up 9-0. They've got first and goal from the Lake Central 3 with under a minute. Who's going to get the ball here? Tyler Bush, the sophomore quarterback, up the middle and through for 6. Rayceon Anderson finds the end zone for the first time tonight, and it's 15-0 in favor of Michigan City, and we are only through one quarter.
I'll tell you what, that Lake Central defense has been on the field pretty much the entire first quarter, so they have got to be gassed. While it's not overly hot, you get tired when you're out there the entire quarter.
Andrew Olesquick to kick the point after. He made his first one. And he's made his second. You're watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
The team of sports medicine experts at Orthopedic Specialists of Northwest Indiana is committed to getting athletes back in the game, with a focus on not only helping patients recover from injuries, but helping improve athletic performance to prevent injuries. Orthopedic Specialists provides the most advanced, comprehensive care to their patients. To learn more about all Orthopedic Specialists can do to help rehab and prevent athletic injuries, visit them on the web at osni.org or call them at 219-923-3300. Orthopedic Specialists of Northwest Indiana, providing world-class care to Northwest Indiana for over 20 years.
Indiana High School football tonight here from St. John, Indiana. Lake Central playing on homecoming, not the start they wanted. They trail 16-0. A pair of rushing touchdowns, the difference so far. Rayceon Anderson, the most recent one from 3 yards out. The other, O'Marion Hatch. You couldn't ask for a better start if you're Michigan City and head coach Phil Mason.
Absolutely. I mean, this is textbook. Your defense is playing great. Your offense is moving the ball. While you've been stopped on the goal line, you're still in control. You're still in the driver's seat. So if you're Phil Mason, you got to be grinning from ear to ear.
Olesquick to kick, and this one stays in bounds, picked up on the far sideline around the 10. And again, Lake Central will have to work not too far from their own end zone. If you are Lake Central and head coach Rick Good, what do you do to get this offense going?
Yeah, you're going to stick to your bread and butter. I mean, their bread and butter is their run game. 16 points in a high school A football game isn't that much. 2 scores with 2-point conversions. So you're going to stay to the course, but you got to steal some momentum. You got to be able to move the ball. You got to at least get a first down here to get some momentum and give your kids some confidence.
4 offensive series, no first downs yet for Lake Central, but like you said, still in the game, only down 16-0 at their own 10. Luke Knighty looking to get a little bit of a spark going. Xavier Williams, the sophomore, in there with him.
And crazier things have happened in high school football games.
Been a busy day for that defensive line for Michigan City. Makai Williams, Donovan Lindenberger, Jahari Branch. Motion man. Knighty will keep, and he gets nowhere. Swarmed and wrestled down to the ground by Branch, but a late flag.
Looked like there's a little extracurricular activities with the receiver and the DB from Michigan City.
Let's see if this is offsetting or if one team is going to benefit. .38 seconds to go here in quarter 1. And now Lake Central will get their first down of the quarter thanks to the unsportsmanlike penalty. That's a fresh 15.
Yeah, sometimes those are momentum swingers. You know, you're sitting in the driver's seat, you're Michigan City, you just stopped them for a 0-yard gain and you're cruising, and then you get a penalty like that.
So from the 10 to the 25, Lake Central offense, though, still struggling to move the football. Makai Williams, the big man up front, he's officially the defensive tackle of this 3-4 defense. He's had a busy day.
Yeah, they're just committing to stop the run. No safety. They've got one middle linebacker over there, and they're just coming.
They bring pressure. Knighty is sacked. Down he goes to the 15 and hit hard. Branch again in there. Not to mention Davion Anderson. This defensive line has gotten off the ball extremely fast today.
They sold out on that play. They brought everyone. The swing route over here was wide open, but he had no time.
And that will do it for quarter number 1. Your score after 1, Michigan City 16, Lake Central nothing. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Toyota of Maryville, we take pride in being a one-stop shop for anything Toyota related. The best part of the Toyota Maryville experience is that we make it easy to do business with us. We have a committed team of professionals that's here to help you do just that. When you come in for service, we will welcome you and have plenty of staff on hand to handle your needs. And if you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, Toyota of Maryville sales team is the best in the business to help you with your buying decision. We practice what we preach. When we say we make it easy, that's exactly what we do.
For over 113 years, Burns Funeral Home and Crematory has been assisting families in their time of need. Serving Northwest Indiana, the staff at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. Whether it's a simple, elaborate, traditional, or unique service, the caring family at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will tailor a ceremony to fit your needs. Visit them on the web at burnsfuneral.com or give them a call at 942-1117.
The start of quarter number 2 is moments away. I'm Jared Schlinsky alongside Josh Huddleston here on this lovely Friday night. A little bit of rain early on, Josh, but it's gone away, and well, the Michigan City defense has certainly come to play.
It is a beautiful night for football, minus the little drizzle we had earlier, but it's a cool temps.
Jet sweep goes for none, taken down in the backfield. Diego Garcia for a big loss. And the Michigan City defense, the only first down they allowed, that 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty. Other than that, they have been pretty much close to perfect as you can get.
Yeah, absolutely. The Michigan City defense is fast. So those jet sweeps and those kind of plays like that are really challenge against a team of the speed of Michigan City, but they're also stout up the middle. So, they're playing man coverage. They're inviting the pass. They just got to protect the quarterback. Maybe running a screen or come back to that tight end play that was wide open.
Diego Garcia split out on the far side. 90 up the middle, gives it to Williams, who gets to about the 16. But regardless, another punt for Lake Central. Their 4th of the game, another defensive stand by Michigan City.
This is pretty impressive watching the Michigan City Wolves defense tonight. They have brought their A game on the road, on Lake Central's homecoming, and they're ready to play.
Diego Garcia out to punt. The last time Michigan City took a punt, Elijah Robinson took it 50 yards inside the Lake Central 5. He's back there along with Jaden Hart. Good snap and a high punt. Fair catch, not caught. Takes a Michigan City bounce, and it'll be picked up right around midfield. Good job there by Nick Arcella to stop that ball from continuing to bounce towards the Lake Central end zone.
Once again, Michigan City's in good field position, plus territory, and it's hard when your defense is backs against the wall, constantly in plus territory. So, as good as the Michigan City offense and defense is playing tonight, it is hard for the Lake Central Indians to constantly be in plus territory.
Tyler Bush, the sophomore, at midfield. Him and the Wolves up 16-0. Up the middle, Hatch to the Lake Central 46. Gets 4, and another strong run from Hatch, who already has found the end zone once today.
The Michigan City Wolves have, with their early success in the passing game, has created Lake Central to change their defense. Now they got 2 high safeties, only 3 down linemen, some more linebackers, give themselves some scraping ability, maybe take away some underneath routes. So Lake Central's made an adjustment on defense.
Like you said, 3 down linemen, going to go with a little bit more defensive backs. And again, ripping his way through Rayceon Anderson, very close to the first down marker. They do a good job mixing it up in terms of who gets the ball for this Michigan City offense.
That's key to playing a good defense, is keeping them honest and running different plays and different guys. When you have the athleticism of Michigan City, you're able to do a little more with a little more guys. But if Lake Central stays in this defense, I expect to see a heavy dose of the running game for Michigan City.
3rd and less than a yard. Michigan City in the gun. Bush to Anderson. He's got it, but a late flag. Yeah, that 3 down lineman look has definitely prevented some of the bigger runs.
Yeah, the linebackers are able to scrape over and fill and keep it to a 4 to 5 yard gain. But the problem is with 4 to 5 yard gains is a couple of those is a first down, Jared.
Correct. They've done a good job of taking what the defense gives them, so to speak, if you're Michigan City. And that will negate a first down. Holding against Michigan City. So instead of a fresh set of downs, it's going to set up 3rd and long. We've yet to see Tyler Bush have to air it out all that much. He did complete 2 passes earlier to Giovanni Laurent. You going to have to do it again here?
They're going to have to put the ball in the air.
Connecting the first half and second half of tonight's game, it's the Hose Connections halftime report presented by Hose Connections. Proven under pressure. Remember, we'll have halftime here on the Region Sports Network, but 8:44 to go in the half. Swing pass to Hatch, breaks a couple of tacklers, has the first down and then some, all the way to the Lake Central 37 for a pickup of 13.
Jared, Lake Central played that perfect. They couldn't have played it any more perfect. They had 2 guys there, but Hatch is extremely good in open space. He made 2 Lake Central defenders miss. Hats off to him for just making a play, little yak, run after catch, and picking up a first down, and they're on the move.
You see him there on the replay, able to pick up the first down. Bush, the sophomore, to the air, going deep, He's got his man. Is he in? He is. Michigan City strikes again. Tyler Bush to Jaden Hart for 6.
I'll tell you what, Bush is growing up before our eyes. That's a perfectly placed fade route. Beautifully thrown right over the defender and right in the hands for a beautifully thrown touchdown pass. You can't ask for a better pitch and catch.
A 22-0 lead. Will it be 23 following the PAT? We'll find out here as Olesquick ready to kick. Bad snap. They don't get the kick off. But Michigan City does find the end zone again. This time it was Tyler Bush to Traylon Simmons on the fade. And another strike. We'll get a break here on the Region Sports Network. You're watching the game night here on the network, the only game in town.
If you work with industrial, pneumatics, or hydraulics, and you're in need of maintenance or repair, you need the right connection. For over 20 years, Hose Connections in Hammond has been the premier leader in the hydraulics industry. Hose Connections is a one-stop shop for sales and service of pneumatics and hydraulics. Hose Connections continues to grow their network of industry contacts, which allows them to meet even your toughest expectations. To learn more, visit HoseConnectionsInc.com. Hose Connections in Hammond. Proven under pressure.
Tyler Bush finds Traylon Simmons for 6. The PAT does not connect, but Michigan City, a big, comfortable lead through nearly one half of play. They're on top, 22-0. Jared Schlinsky alongside Josh Huddlestein. Josh, what a game so far. I don't think anybody expected this, but Michigan City, especially defensively, have come to play.
It was kind of at a crossroads for Michigan City. We didn't really know who they were. They played some really good ball clubs of late, your Valpos, your Chesterton, and your Maryville, and they hung tight with those teams. And
I think we've got an onside kick recovered. We'll find out officially. A pooch kick from Olesquick looked to be caught, but a flag on the play. We'll see how it's ruled. Well, that was pretty nicely executed. It looked like it went 10 yards.
Yeah, I don't know if the guy called for fair catch or what the call is going to be here, but
a very nice balanced attack from Michigan City. They've got the two.
Kick catch interference.
Yeah, you got to give him the return team has the right to the football. Wasn't given it, but a 15-yard penalty. Lake Central's offense unable to really move the ball so far, Josh. If you're Rick Good, how do you get that changed here on this drive?
I think you got to run. You got to get away from your script, as I said earlier. Up the middle isn't working. Michigan City's look. They've committed to stop the run here tonight, and so you're going to have to do something. These are games where some other players step up, and you truly find out who their identity is. They need to look back to that pass to the tight end. Maybe he's the answer here, but they need a spark, and it's not going to come from the running game.
7th offensive series, first time they have been in Michigan City territory, and Knighty connects with his man for a close 10 yards. A nice little pitch and catch there from Knighty to Talijah Robinson.
As we just, right on cue, we were just talking, you're going to have to go away from the script. You're going to have to go away from your bread and butter, which is running it. The scoreboard's not in your favor at this point. You got to open up the playbook and see what your team's made of.
A pickup of 9 on the play brings up 2nd and 1. Knighty to Williams. Did he get enough? We'll see. Again, Michigan City defensively has done an outstanding job. That's the first pass completion they allowed to play before then. But regardless, only 1 first down allowed, and that was on a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty.
Yeah, Michigan City, we can't say enough about them tonight. They have come to play on the defensive side of the ball. And the film says stop Xavier Williams, and they've done exactly that tonight.
3rd and now a little bit less than a yard. Lake Central 40. Williams up the middle. I think he got it. Good effort there by the Michigan City front, led by Makai Williams and Donovan Lindenberg, but
he's short.
It will be. Wow. It looked close from here. They don't give it to him. I think you got to go for it, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Down 22-0. Your only first down has been on a penalty. Let's see what the game plan here is.
Makai Williams has brought it tonight. He has been a force to be reckoned with in that middle.
90 on the quarterback sneak. Fumble! And Michigan City has yet to give up the first down again. Recovered by Cornell Branch. And solid field position for this Michigan City offense on their own 41 to begin this drive.
Lake Central tried to come underneath on a quick nudge play, and Michigan City defense was ready for it.
Make sure you stay with us after the game as we send it back to the Center Bank studio. Nathan Laird and Mike Bayer will be on hand to recap all of tonight's action from around the region. Mike Bayer will be on hand. Swing pass to the outside. Laurent spins forward to about the 42. And a good little pitch and catch there from Bush to Laurent here to begin this drive.
Quick wide receiver screen. They've been blocking and catching well all night, and another nice solid gain. They have all the momentum. Almost every play that Michigan City runs tonight has been successful.
And they've mixed it up in terms of who gets the ball. We've seen Simmons, we've seen Laurent up the middle. This time it's Anderson who spins free for a little bit inside the Lake Central 40.
Yeah, Jaden Hart runs the ball well. It was looked like a delay play there, and he was able to go off tackle and spring it. And the thing with Michigan City is the receivers can catch and block.
They're picking up the tempo a little bit too.
Laurent was over there blocking hard for his running back.
Working quickly now. Bush, swing pass, Hatch. 35, 30, stays on his feet. Up field. Into the end zone for 6. Marion Hatch has just destroyed this defense so far tonight. And you can see him here on the replay, weaving his way through this Lake Central defense, his second score.
I tell you, that was an RPO. They could have gave it or throw it out to Hatch, and they threw it out to Hatch, and he made his magic work on that play. He is tough to bring down.
28-0, 5 minutes to go in the half. And we will take a timeout here on the Region Sports Network. Remember, you're watching Game Night, the only game in town.
Java Wave at your local Family Express is the perfect way to get your day started or keep you moving at any time. With 12 freshly ground bean-to-cup flavors to choose from, Java Wave at Family Express has just what you're looking for, whether it's hot or iced coffee. To see all of the delicious flavor options and to find a Family Express near you, log on to familyexpress.com/JavaWave.
Another touchdown for Michigan City, the second tonight for Omarion Hatch. What looked like a point after attempt will now be a 2-point conversion attempt for this Michigan City offense. But nowhere to be found. Bush trying to escape, brought down by Mikolajczyk, the senior inside linebacker for Lake Central. And it'll keep it at a 28-0 game. I don't think anybody saw this coming, but you got to give credit where credit's due. Michigan City's defense, 1 first down allowed, and the offense has been able to pick apart this defense with big spark plays here and there.
Yeah, Jared, they've methodically moved the ball down the field, mixing it up with both run and pass, both long and short passes and medium passes. Tip your cap to Phil Mason and the Michigan City Wolves. Their game plan tonight is right on cue.
We've seen a lot from Michigan City. We saw the adjustment from Lake Central defensively. They had 4 or 5 in the box. Then they went to 3 down linemen. It really hasn't worked. But offensively, you've got a chance to get on the board and cut into this deficit. My question for you is it time to maybe start going into the air? We haven't seen a whole lot of passing tonight from 90.
Yeah, I mean, they had success in the first pass play to open up the last drive where they hit the slot receiver on a slant and put them in a good – they were ahead of the sticks, put them in a good position. They had 2 runs, and then they tried on 4th down. So they have to go to the air, and from a morale standpoint, from a team standpoint, you got to punch one in the end zone or put some points on the board before halftime.
Lestwick to kick. A low line drive hauled in around the 20, up to the 30, on his feet to the 35. A good start there for Lake Central. Jeffrey Lucas giving them good field position to start this drive.
Yeah, if you're Rich Good in the Lake Central Indians, you're going to open up that playbook a little more and try to open it up. Try to get this defense out of the defense that they're in. They're just pinning their ears back and just coming. And I look for them to maybe go to the air a little bit. The rain stopped. The wind's relatively calm. Pretty much a non-factor, so maybe try to air it out a little bit.
They stack the box again. 6 near the line of scrimmage for that Michigan City defense. They look like they're bringing pressure. 90 in the gun. Swing pass behind him. Finds Laurent, who can't turn the corner. Brought down for a loss again.
Yeah, they saw that Michigan City's shifting their defense to the motion, so they ran a fake motion where he came halfway and went back out, and they had the play develop. But, man, is Michigan City fast on defense.
A loss of 3. They do a good job of getting pressure right around the snap, but they can cover ground on the outside, too, especially with these physical corners at the top. 2nd down and 13. Game clock near 4 minutes. Laurent in motion, takes the jet sweep, and unable to turn the corner. He's hit hard, and a late flag comes in.
Yeah, that was a stretch play.
Ace Henry, yeah.
Yeah, that was a stretch play. They tried to get the perimeter again, and it looks like, they're switching it up. They're not running up the middle, so kudos to the Lake Central Indians for mixing it up because they realized that the run up the middle was far from effective.
We got a face mask against Michigan City. So 2 penalties have been the reason Lake Central has been able to set up a new set of downs, but regardless, a chance now to be in Michigan City territory and maybe come away with some points.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta get some momentum going into halftime. I look from the comeback to that tight end.
90. Has to get rid of it, airs it out, and a little bit too far out of the reach of Brandon Escobedo. I like the idea, though. Man coverage, take a shot down the field, just unable to connect.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play, too. They were hand fighting down the side, and we're waiting the call. This is typically in the area of pass interference. I'll tell you, I think it surprised the cornerback from Michigan City. It's the first time that they've taken a shot towards him.
If so, it'll be a fresh 15, and it is defensive pass interference. So back-to-back penalties result in a fresh set of downs, and all of a sudden Lake Central starting to move the ball down 28-0. This is what you need if you're going to get back into this game.
Yeah, I'll tell you, we got the royal treat here at Lake Central in the burial grounds. This is the first time I've ever seen the official mic'd up, so we can actually hear the call from high school football. This is pretty incredible.
With time, to the air, and unable to find his man. Double teamed out there was Henry, but good protection up high, or on hand from this Lake Central offense. 90 had time, just couldn't find the window.
I tell you, I like it. They're opening up the game a little bit. And Michigan City is going to have to find an answer for this because there's some guys running open. Just got to be able to find them and connect, which takes time. You know, when you're a heavy running team, that sometimes tends to be the timing tends to be a little off as the game starts. But as it progresses, they're going to find their way.
Ace Henry out to the far side. Play fake and caught by Engelhout to get to about the 30. And that's going to set up 3rd and 5. That's a nice little pitch and catch from the QB to the tight end.
Yeah, we were talking about the tight end early in the drive. I said they got to get him going. I think their offense for the rest of the game is going to kind of go through him. He creates a little bit of a mismatch, so we'll see.
We'll see what we got here with the flag. It looks like it's going to be against Lake Central. The legal formation is going to negate that 5-yard plus play and set up 2nd and 15. And that's not what you want.
No, you want to be moving in the other direction. But I will say that when you're a heavy running team and you're trying to spread it out and do different formations, sometimes in high school football, illegal formations happen. That's just part of the game.
So instead of 3rd and 5, we've got 2nd and 15. .90 off balance throw, tipped in the air and falls to the turf, incomplete. Was looking for Amarian Brooks. Good job just getting rid of it as pressure came.
I tell you, Elijah Robinson had a great play on that. That's kind of a trick play per se. They show flow one way and they sneak out a guy across the field, and Elijah Robinson saw it all the way.
Remember, folks, connecting the first and second half of tonight's game, it's the Hose Connections halftime report presented by Hose Connections. Proven under pressure. Michigan City on top, 28-0 if you're just tuning in. This defense, the only first downs they have allowed have been via penalties. 3rd and 15, Knighty taking a shot, and he's unable to find his man. Down the sideline, Escobedo had a beat, but couldn't haul it in with one hand.
He was behind the defender there on that play. A little better throw connects him. Is a little far sometimes when you're not used to passing. Like I said, getting that timing under control. If you're Lake Central, you're relatively optimistic going into halftime while you're down 28-0. There's some guys running open in the secondary.
So what do you do now if you're Michigan City? You got 3:15 to go. You're returning a punt in your own territory. You play for another score, or you want to get this clock down?
Well, if you're Michigan City, you're going to run your offense.
A good punt takes a Michigan City bounce, will land in the end zone, and they will have 1st and 10 from their own 20. So you do not expect them to try to run this clock out and go into the half up 28-0.
No, that's not Michigan City's game. I think they're going to come out and try to put another one on the board. That's just what they do. That's who they are. When you have the athletes like Laurent, Hart, Hatch, you have a lot of weapons at your disposal, so you could do a lot of things, and Bush has a pretty good arm, so I look for them to try to move the ball.
The name we talked about coming into today's game for Michigan City offensively was Rayceon Anderson. He's got a touchdown, but we've seen some other guys get involved. Jaden Hart, Traylon Simmons, and most notably Omarion Hatch, who's got 2 scores.
Yeah, Omarion Hatch, they've kind of moved him around and got the ball to him on a handoff, got the ball to him on a quick screen. We'll see what they do here. They got some guys that could go up top and get it. So
Hatch motions out. They're going to go empty. And I think they got him to jump. Be Ben Spang of of Lake Central. Ooh. I thought he got him to jump.
They had the receivers were in motion. So maybe this changes the game plan now for Michigan City. You want to get positive yards on first down. You have a penalty. Maybe they change their game plan a little bit.
1st and 15. It'll go back to their own 15 following the false start. Tyler Bush has shown he is not afraid to sling it.
When you have those weapons, I don't blame him.
Steps up, avoids the rush, will keep it, and get to the original first down marker and then some. A good job there of recognizing nothing there. Just keep it with your legs and pick up 6.
Yeah, that's pretty savvy play from a sophomore, but give the secondary of Lake Central credit. We would call that a coverage sack if they were able to bring them down, but they were able to minimize the gain there by playing great coverage in the secondary.
And what we saw in the beginning was 4 down linemen, 5 or 6 in the box. Now we're seeing those linebackers sink a little bit back and 3 down linemen. But Michigan City has adjusted. They haven't had a hard time scoring, up 28-0.
No, but I see Hatch over here. Look for them, maybe a quick play here to Hatch.
And it is quick hitter Hatch makes the first man miss all the way up to about the 25. Going to bring up 3rd and manageable.
He is elusive.
He sure is.
He's a moving and a shaking, and he is pretty incredible to watch.
A pickup of 5 officially sets up 3rd and 6. Game clock to 2:30, play clock to 25. If you pick up the first down, do you try to keep moving this ball, or do you just want to go into the half up 28?
Well, they're throwing, so I think they're going to, if they pick up a first down, I think they're going to keep trying to move this ball.
2 receivers to both sides. Pressure comes, they blitz, and Bush doesn't see it. Ripped from behind. Mikolajczyk dives on it. And Lake Central is going to have their best field position tonight at the Michigan City 10. They needed that.
Absolutely. I will tell you, I was watching that play develop, and the outside linebacker on the near side came untouched and just absolutely was in Bush's face and caused the fumble.
Nice job there of Mikolajczyk picking it up. It bounced around for a little bit. But if you're Lake Central, you need this now more than ever.
Oh, more than ever. They've given you a gift. Now you got to open it up and be happy that the gift they gave you and go in and punch a touchdown in.
Luke Knighty. 1st and goal from the Lake Central 10. Up the middle, Williams gets to about the 5.
Momentum in high school football is so weird. They haven't had any success. They run the ball up the middle, and they get a nice 5-yard gain. Might be the biggest gain of the night for Williams on the ground.
He's been a busy guy all season. Came in tonight leading the team right around 600 rushing yards, 7 touchdowns. I would assume he's getting the ball at least 1, maybe 2 more times here if they need it. A little double tight end action. Haven't seen much of that. Williams again. Can't break free. Excellent job by Michigan City. Stout up front, and again, Mekhi Williams. He has been all over the place tonight.
He has been all over the place. You're not joking, Jared. He's 6'1", 320 senior, defensive line, a big body right there in the middle. And he's by and large the reason why Lake Central hasn't had success up the middle.
Not just big, but mobile too.
Yeah, he can move. Lake Central, smart decision. They're eating up a lot of that play clock. We're under a minute now, so smart move by Lake Central and Coach Good.
Game clock to under 40 seconds. Ace Henry, the motion man. They look to the end zone, but unable to find him there. Looked maybe for a little pick play, but unsuccessful. Is going to set up 4th down.
Yeah, you see that play all the time in the NFL and college where they send the guy in motion and he kind of goes to the pylon and there's a slant behind him. It looked like they were trying to hit the slant, but the Michigan City defender was playing a little off, which prevented that play from developing as they had anticipated.
Let's see what head coach Lake Central Rick Good elects to do here. Do you kick the field goal? Do you do a little fake, or do you try and go for it?
It looks like they're kicking the field goal. Points are crucial here. Put some points on the board.
Looking to get on the board, down 28-0. Owen Denny. Good snap. Hold is down. The kick is through. A little low, but able to hook inside that left pole. And Lake Central is on the board. A 22-yard field goal has given Lake Central some life.
Yeah, they had a short field set up by the sack fumble strip, and they couldn't punch it in on the 10-yard line. But, Jared, they were able to get points, and as a high school player, that's important.
28-3 our score with 28 seconds. Going to take a break here. No, we're going to keep it here. The sack really changed everything. Mikolajczyk able to recover after the sophomore Tyler Bush was drilled from his blind side. That's changed this momentum right now.
Yeah, Lake Central had a short field there. They were only able to get a field goal, points nonetheless, and they, as your coach, you had success. They played great coverage on that drive. It was a third down that they were able to get a big hit and force fumble on. So while you're down on the scoreboard 28-3, you have a lot of things to build on if you're the Lake Central Indians. What does Michigan City do? They got some big plays. They only have one timeout, but we'll see what they try to do. Maybe they try to set up a return here.
Owen Denny to kick off. Just got Lake Central on the board with a 22-yarder. 2 returners back for Michigan City right around their own 10. Good kick into the end zone for a touchback. Unable to return it, Omarion Hatch. And this may be the end of the first half. We'll wait and see and watch what this Michigan City offense elects to do here.
Maybe they take a shot on first down. If it's unsuccessful, maybe they come back and knee it out. I will say Lake Central does have 3 timeouts. Is this something that if they're able to get a couple stops, they burn some timeouts and maybe try to set up another field goal?
An exciting game today. Michigan City all out in front. They got the touchdown first from Omarion Hatch and then the safety, and then followed it up with 3 more touchdowns before the field goal by Denny before the half.
And they're just going to knee it out.
And that will do it for the first half. Michigan City 28, Lake Central 3. You're watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Ethos Dental Group in Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Stojkovic and Associates utilize the latest in technology. Ethos Dental Group would like to join you in welcoming Dr. Emily Hansen to their team. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake.
Are you a steel hauler? Come work for Area Transportation. You must have a current valid Class A commercial driver's license and at least 1 year of recent verifiable steel hauling experience and at least 2 years of recent verifiable interstate experience operating a commercial motor vehicle.
Hi, I'm Amanda, the driver recruiter at Area Transportation, where we pay more because we value our drivers.
Call recruiting at 1-855-400-6939. That's 1-855-400-6939.
Attention homeowners, ready to start your next project? Need to pay off your debt? Refinance your home? Unlock the value of your home with a Centier Bank no-fee home equity loan or home equity line of credit. Stop by a local Centier branch today or visit us on the web at centier.com/home equity. Terms and conditions subject to change without notice, subject to credit approval. Centier Bank, NMLS number 408076, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Smoothie King in St. John blends goodness to fuel your greatness. Located directly across from Lake Central High School on Wicker Avenue, Smoothie King can help you rule the day, every day, with a variety of smoothies that support your lifestyle and taste buds. This fall at Smoothie King, there's a pumpkin for every purpose with 5 organic pumpkin smoothies, including the Keto Champ Pumpkin, Pumpkin Vegan, Pumpkin Delight, Pumpkin Coffee High Protein, and Pumpkin Slim and Trim. Visit Smoothie King at 8235 Wicker Avenue in St. John, directly across from Lake Central High School, or find the menu online at smoothieking.com/menu. Smoothie King in St. John, proud to support the Lake Central Indians. With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Home is more than just the 4 walls and the roof over your head.
Home is a place where I live and work and feel.
It's a sacred place.
We needed something so different.
Over the past year and a half, home has changed.
The future of home is an opportunity.
If we're there together, that's home for me.
Home Rediscovered premieres Thursday, September 23rd at 10 on National Geographic. Paid content for Century 21.
You're watching the Hose Connections Halftime Report, brought to you by Hose Connections on Kennedy Avenue in Hammond. Visit them on the web at hoseconnectionsinc.com. Hose Connections, proven under pressure. What a start for Michigan City it was. Defensively, they forced 4 straight 3-and-outs, including a botched snap for Lake Central that led to a safety, a couple of touchdowns for Amarian Hatch, and of course the big hitter, it was Tyler Bush to Traylon Simmons, and before you know it, it was 28-0. Granted, Lake Central able to close out on a high note, get the big strip sack on 3rd and long. Inside linebacker Aaron Mikolajczyk able to pick it up, set up the 22-yard field goal for Owen Denny, but regardless, a 28-3 game. You've got to be pretty pleased if you're Michigan City head coach Phil Mason with a very comfortable lead.
Yeah, absolutely. I knew Michigan City had some athletes. They've been able to get their guys out in space. Great play designs by Mason. But more importantly than their offensive output, which has been amazing, it's been their defense that's come to show up today. They're Micaiah Williams in the middle, number 78, the 315-pound senior, has been just a force to be reckoned with in the middle. And if you ask me, my biggest surprise, it'd be that Lake Central's first downs have come via penalty.
Yeah, 4 times they've been able to move the chains for a first down. You talked about Micaiah Williams, 4 tackles for loss in that first half. This defense has really been the story. Offensively, we really heard a lot about Rayceon Anderson. He's found the end zone once today, but what's made this such a dynamic game for Michigan City is how they've been able to keep Lake Central off balance. Omarion Hatch has found the end zone twice. A huge return from Elijah Robinson set up the short rushing touchdowns for Rayceon Anderson. And then, of course, the big hitter, 40-yard touchdown pass, Tyler Bush to Traylon Simmons. I don't know what you do if you're Lake Central head coach Rick Good, because you've tried to take away the run and you've tried to take away the pass, and Michigan City has responded every time.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at Bush, the sophomore quarterback for Michigan City. He's 8 of 8, one for 158, 2 touchdowns. Laurent, who is maybe your best athlete and your playmaker, has only had 3 receptions for 43 yards. Most of those have come on the first drive. The offense has gone through Omarion Hatch.
It really has, yeah.
He's super elusive in the open field. They've got him the ball on swings and jet sweep motions, and he is tough to bring down. He's very agile and mobile, and I mean he looks like a guy that could be playing on Saturdays. I mean he's that electric.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to watch this game, especially on this homecoming night. It was a great crowd. It's gotten a little bit more quiet with the big deficit, but there's been a lot going on. Let's take a look at some games around the rest of the Indiana state right now. 44-0 Western Boone Stars on top of Hammond Central. That's just one of them right now. Again, taking a look at multiple scores. Indiana Cathedral, the Fighting Irish lead, the Morton Governors. Or no, that one has gone final 51-0 officially. So again, a lot of games in action. We're taking a look at them here on the scoreboard, brought to you by Strack and Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Follow all of your scores tonight on the Strack and Van hometown scoreboard at facebook.com/Region Sports and regionsports.com. Good game between number 7 Crown Point and number 2 Valparaiso. The Vikings lead the Crown Point Bulldogs 35-14. That game in the third. Chesterton an early lead 7-0 over Portage. A lot of games going on in the region. Not too many upsets. I would say right now this is the biggest upset.
Well, I mean, Michigan City, they are a good ball club. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, they have played 3 tough teams, which have been a true test for them. The Valpo Vikings, which are ranked, and they're one of the highest scoring offenses. They hung with them for 3.5 quarters. They played Maryville. They lost to Chesterton on a last-second touchdown. This Michigan City team can play. They got a lot of athletes, and I don't think they've hit their stride yet. I think they're going to be a lot better towards the end of the season. And this is kind of a tipping point for Michigan City. They're going to find out who their identities are. Lake Central is a very good defensive team, and Phil Mason and his crew put together a great game plan. In the first half, they were able to carve up the Lake Central defense to the tune of 28 points.
Very impressive for Michigan City, start to finish. Again, going to give you a couple more scores. Again, make sure you check out regionsports.com and facebook.com/Region Sports for your scoreboard update. River Forest on top of Bishop Knoll, 33-0 in the second quarter. Some very close games on hand, too. Hanover in a big lead over Boone Grove, 56-0. Highland on top of Munster, 21-0. Valparaiso in action at the half, 35-14. Andrean, 21. Holbert, 7. Maryville, 32. LaPorte, 12. That game in quarter number 2. The West Side Cougars, 32. West Central, 14. That's, again, just some of the games right now in action. If you want all of them, check them out. Yeah, at the Strack and Van Til live scoreboard. We already told you, brought to you by Region Sports here on facebook.com/Region Sports and regionsports.com. They are your local grocer with over 89 years of heritage. Going to take a timeout. You're watching Game Night here on the Sports Network, the only game in town.
Did you know?
Wow, they'll prepare fresh fish while you wait.
Did you know?
They make over 40,000 donuts from scratch every week.
Did you know?
They offer 23 different deli platters for your party.
Did you know?
They have freshly chopped fajita mix ready to cook.
Did you know?
They have the best fried chicken in the area.
Did you know?
They offer our signature curbside service 14 hours a day.
Strack and Van Til. Now you know.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Those drops of water coming from your ceiling can make a lasting impression on your home or business. Before the tide turns, call Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121. They work with your deadline, not theirs. From businesses to homeowners to property managers, the team of problem solvers at Great Lakes Roofing will be there fast and will exceed your expectations. And when the rain falls again, they will follow up to make sure that you're dry and comfortable. Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121, or on on the web at GreatLakesRoof.com. Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist. Tech Credit Union is the better option for personal and business banking. Buy a car, remodel your home, pay for an education, expand your business. Tech Credit Union can help you do these things and more. You'll enjoy the latest banking services, but without the cost of the big bank relationship. With branches throughout the region, fee-free ATMs nationwide, and online services, they're convenient too. Learn more at techcu.org. Contact any branch or call 800-276-TECH. Tech Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender and federally insured by the NCUA. It's been said that one man's junk is another man's treasure. But at Total Disposal, your junk is our junk. Think of Total Disposal as that key player that has several options: commercial, residential, or hand off your junk at our Blaine Street Partners transfer station. Total Disposal is more than a service provider. We are an innovator for a sustainable tomorrow, well beyond the curb. For a complete list of services, go to TotalDisposal.com. Honesty and dependability, that's the Total Disposal promise.
The team of sports medicine experts at Orthopedic Specialists of Northwest Indiana is committed to getting athletes back in the game, with a focus on not only helping patients recover from injuries, but helping improve athletic performance to prevent injuries. Orthopedic Specialists provides the most advanced, comprehensive care to their patients. To learn more about all Orthopedic Specialists can do to help rehab and prevent athletic injuries, visit them on the web at osni.org or call them at 219-923-3300. Orthopedic Specialists of Northwest Indiana, providing world-class care to Northwest Indiana for over 20 years.
For over 113 years, Burns Funeral Home and Crematory has been assisting families in their time of need. Serving Northwest Indiana, the staff at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. Whether it's a simple, elaborate, traditional, or unique service, the caring family at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will tailor a ceremony to fit your needs. Visit them on the web at burnsfuneral.com or give them a call at 942-1117.
If you work with industrial, pneumatics, or hydraulics, and you're in need of maintenance or repair, you need the right connection. For over 20 years, Hose Connections in Hammond has been the premier leader in the hydraulics industry. Hose Connections is a one-stop shop for sales and service of pneumatics and hydraulics. Hose Connections continues to grow their network of industry contacts, which allows them to meet even your toughest expectations. To learn more, visit HoseConnectionsInc.com. Hose Connections in Hammond. Proven under pressure.
You're watching Region Sports Network coverage of high school football on the internet, facebook.com/Region Sports and regionsports.com. We are about 5 minutes until we start the second half. We're going to run through the Strachan Van Til hometown scoreboard. Currently right now, the River Forest Ingots all over Bishop Warriors, 40-0. South Central Satellites over Lake Station Eagles, 43-0.
And you can follow all of these football scores for tonight live on the Strachan Van Til hometown scoreboard, streaming at facebook.com Region Sports and regionsports.com. Strachan Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Jared Schlensky alongside Josh Huddleston here on the Hose Connections halftime report. It's the Hose Connections report brought to you by Hose Connections, proven under pressure. Again, you're watching the Hose Connections halftime report brought to you by Hose Connections on Kennedy Avenue in Hammond. Visit them on the web at hoseconnectionsinc.com. Hose Connections, proven under pressure. Less than 4 minutes till the start of the second half, and it's been all Michigan City. 4 straight 3-and-outs on defense, and then able to get it going offensively. Omari and Hatch, a couple of end zones, a couple of touchdown rushes for him. Big pass from Tyler Bush to Traylon Simmons, a safety, and just Lake Central has struggled to move the ball.
Yeah, you want to talk about proven under pressure. You're talking about the Michigan City Wolves defense. They have been proven under pressure coming to Lake Central on homecoming, and they are able to pretty much impose their will on both sides of the ball, Jerry.
Yeah, very impressive from from Michigan City. In a hostile environment here on homecoming, a great crowd on hand. We thought we were going to get some rain. We had it early on, but fortunately it has gone away.
Yeah, which probably plays into the Michigan City Wolves offense a little bit. You know, they like to air it out, but surprisingly they've been pretty diverse on offense by running and passing, and they've been able to move the ball pretty much at will against this tough, stout Lake Central defense.
Very impressive for this Michigan City team that came in with a record of 2 wins and 3 defeats. Offensively, they had done an okay job, averaging right around 32 points, but defensively they had struggled coming in tonight, allowing closer to 26. What has changed for them over the last 2 weeks to get to the point where they only allowed 3 points in the first half?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, when you get into the DAC, most of those out-of-conference games at the beginning are a little challenge to gauge where you are as a team. When you get into actual Duneland Athletic Conference play, you kind of find out what you're made of. And the Lake Central Indians are finding that out tonight. They are under the new direction of Rick Good, which is their new head coach, a new regime. And they are young. I want to say they have 44 freshmen and maybe a handful of seniors on their team. So they are young. They are looking to build off of their success, the success they have. And this team's going to be good for a long time. And this game, while it's 28-3, in the big scheme of things, Good's trying to put his name on this program, and they're going to be good, no pun intended, for a long time.
Yeah, and the wind might play a factor in the second half. You're seeing the goalposts start to shake. The flags are moving very sharply. But I don't think you have any other choice if you're Lake Central. You've got to play to score fast, and the best way to do that is probably through the air.
Yeah, I mean they're a pretty run dominant team. I mean we talked in the Tech Tailgate show about the amount of pass attempts Knighty had, which is about 50, which is roughly about 10 a game. He might have to throw it 50 by the night's end in order to make this the scoreboard look a little different at the end of this ball game. But I do want, Michigan City has been in some games of late where they've kind of let it get away towards the end of the game. And if you're Lake Central to keep your team in the game, you got to tell them that. Look, they lost the lead late to Chesterton. They were hanging with Valpo and they lost the lead late. So if you're Lake Central and Coach Good, you're telling your team, look, it's 28-3, but that could change in a hurry.
It certainly could change in a hurry. We've seen both teams able to sustain some sort of offense at times, but Michigan City has just been a little bit more efficient doing so. Michigan City is going to get the ball to begin the second half, and this first drive to begin the second half may very well dictate the outcome for the rest of this game.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what Lake Central does on defense and also what Michigan City does on offense. Are they going to try to put the ball on the ground and try to eat up as much clock as they can, or are they just going to stay the course and run their offense how they run their offense and let the game play out? If I'm Michigan City and I got all those athletes, I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to continue to get those guys the ball in space. I'm going to continue to push the ball downfield with Laurent, and then let Racine and Hatch do their thing on the underneath stuff.
You're watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network between the hosting Lake Central Indians and the visiting Michigan City Wolves. It's the only game in town here on the Region Sports Network. We'll be back shortly.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, Everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Those drops of water coming from your ceiling can make a lasting impression on your home or business. Before the tide turns, call Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121. They work with your deadline, not theirs. From businesses to homeowners to property managers, the team of problem solvers at Great Lakes Roofing will be there fast and will exceed your expectations. And when the rain falls again, they will follow up to make sure that you're dry and comfortable. Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121, or on the web at greatlakesroof.com.
For over 113 years, Burns Funeral Home and Crematory has been assisting families in their time of need. Serving Northwest Indiana, the staff at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. Whether it's a simple, elaborate, traditional, or unique service, the caring family at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will tailor a ceremony to fit your needs. Visit them on the web at burnsfuneral.com or give them a call at 942-1117.
If you work with industrial, pneumatics, or hydraulics, and you're in need of maintenance or repair, you need the right connection. For over 20 years, Hose Connections in Hammond has been the premier leader in the hydraulics industry. Hose Connections is a one-stop shop for sales and service of pneumatics and hydraulics. Hose Connections continues to grow their network of industry contacts, which allows them to meet even your toughest expectations. To learn more, visit HoseConnectionsInc.com. Hose Connections in Hammond. Proven under pressure.
The start of the second half is moments away here on the campus of Lake Central High School in St. John's, Indiana. Jared Schlinsky alongside Josh Huddlestead. Special thanks to our executive producer tonight, Rich Castile. What a game we've seen. Been all Michigan City tonight, up 28-3, and a chance for them to go up and take their biggest lead of the night if they can score here on this opening drive. Make sure you stay with us here on Region Sports after the game as we send it back to the Centier Bank studio. Nathan Laird and Mike Byer will be on hand to recap all of tonight's games from all around the region. Andrew Olesquick has been busy on the kicking end for Michigan City. It's Owen Denny to kick off for Lake Central. And he kicks back to a couple of returners. This one hauled in around the 5 and a big hole on hand all the way up to the 30 for Giovanni Laurent.
We are officially in the chess match. We're going to see what Lake Central is going to come out on defense. And we're going to see what Michigan City is going to do on offense. Are they going to come out and put the ball on the ground and chew up the clock, or are they going to just stay with their offense?
Starting the first drive of the second half for Michigan City on their own 32, up 28-3. Their biggest lead tonight has been 28 points. Lake Central able to get on the board with a late field goal right before halftime. Tyler Bush, he is a perfect 8 for 8. First play, give up the middle. Raytheon Anderson, a little late stiff arm, able to get a good chunk of change there on first down.
They came out and kind of double tight with one running back out of the shotgun, and they handed it right off to Racine, pulled the guards. He got behind the guards, and it's a big chunk on first down.
They give him the first, so a pickup of 10, and all the way out to the 43, right around midfield. Pressure comes. Give to Anderson, and again, enough for a first down. They have no answer for this Michigan City offense.
Yeah, Jaden Hart with a great run there. They just ran the exact same play, Jared. Same formation, same play. Different running back, same outcome.
Back-to-back first downs for Michigan City. They quickly get to Lake Central territory. At the Lake Central 45. Up the middle, breaking a couple of tackles before being stopped by Mikolajczyk and Marcus Bice. But enough for a 5-yard pickup will set up second and manageable.
Lake Central's respecting Hatch, number 20, out here to the near side by bumping out another linebacker out, which is opening up the running game up the middle.
Raytheon Anderson checks out. Hatch is out there right now, the slot receiver. Instead, it's a tackle for a loss, Mikolajczyk. We've said that name a lot today. Not only does he hit hard, he can get into the backfield in a hurry, and he does there to Jaden Hart.
Yeah, absolutely. They went to the same exact play. It's hard to run the same play 3 times in high school football without the defense jumping on it, and that's exactly what they did there.
Brings up 3rd and 6. All sorts of ball carriers today for Michigan City. We've seen Jaden Hart. We've seen Raytheon Anderson, Omarion Hatch. What does Michigan City do here? Do we get to see their first pass of the second half?
They got Hatch down here.
Fake the bubble to the first down marker and unable to hang on to it. Jaden Hart, he would have had the first down if he could have squeezed it in.
I'll tell you what, that's a great play design. They pumped the bubble screen, and they try to hit Hart in behind them, and they did. It just right off his fingertips.
Let's see what Michigan City elects to do here on 4th down. Remember, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. They are the insurance superheroes in Northwest Indiana. They're going to keep the offense on the field, 4th and 6. With time, Bush has its sail on him, was looking for Giovanni Laurent, and it'll be a turnover on downs, and that's what you needed if you're Lake Central. You get the field goal right before the end of the first half, and on defense, you force a turnover on downs.
And you set yourself up in good position. I mean, they're on the 40-yard line, and the Lake Central Indians need to put together a nice drive here and punch one in the end zone.
They've had a hard time, though, stopping Makai Williams. He has been all over the field. Same thing with Jahari Branch. And you see it just like they did in the first half. They stack that box, 6 guys.
Yeah, they're inviting you to throw the ball.
90 up the middle, gives it to Xavier Williams, who gets nothing.
Right up the middle. They came out with a little wing motion, try to throw the defense off, but they're running right into the teeth of that Michigan City defense, and they were stout there.
A loss of 1 officially makes it 2nd and 11.
Looks like Makai Williams is out of the game, and Donovan Leinenberger, the 6', 300-pound defensive lineman, is playing that role.
He's the man in the middle, looks to be lined up right ahead of the center. 90 gets rid of it. Down the field, he's got his man in Ace Henry.
Just incomplete. Hit him right between the numbers. That was a great double move by number 1 over here on the near side. Great ball by 90, threw it right on the money. And I can't tell if they were able to get their hand into it or not, but able to break the pass up.
Yeah, it looked like it was hauled in for a little bit and then broken up at the last second. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11.
If you're Lake Central, those are the ones you got to have if you're going to come back in this game.
No safety help over the top. Pressure comes, 90 to Henry, and he's got open grass for days. To the 10 and to the end zone. A 61-yard strike.
On the replay here, you can see the defensive back slipped and fell down, and off to the races he was. And if you're Lake Central, that's exactly what you need.
Was looking to get to him on the previous play. Well, made up for it on that one. A 61-yard strike from 90 to Henry. And it's 28-9, and this game just got a little bit more interesting.
Absolutely. We had talked that you're going to have to air it out. You're going to have to do something different than run the ball up the middle. And they came out with some different plays, and they were able to punch one in the end zone.
Owen Denny for the point after. Gets it to go. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Smoothie King in St. John blends goodness to fuel your greatness. Located directly across from Lake Central High School on Wicker Avenue, Smoothie King can help you rule the day, every day, with a variety of smoothies that support your lifestyle and taste buds. This fall at Smoothie King, there's a pumpkin for every purpose with 5 organic pumpkin smoothies, including the Keto Champ Pumpkin, Pumpkin Vegan, Pumpkin Delight, Pumpkin Coffee High Protein, and Pumpkin Slim and Trim. Visit Smoothie King at 8235 Wicker Avenue in St. John, directly across from Lake Central High School, or find the menu online at smoothieking.com/menu. Smoothie King in St. John, proud to support the Lake Central Indians.
Luke Knighty finds Ace Henry for a 61-yard touchdown catch and run, and what was a 28-3 game is now a 28-10 game. Jared Schlensky alongside Josh Huddlestat here on Region Sports Network. If you're Lake Central, the second half couldn't have gone much better. You get the stop, the turnover on downs, and then you get a quick touchdown strike. That's what you needed, and all of a sudden this game went from 28-3 to 28-10.
Yeah, absolutely. And this might be, we might circle that play as the IKORCC play of the game. Stay with us after the game when we'll name the play of the game presented by IKORCCC. Build your future.
Kickoff goes into the end zone, and Michigan City looks to strike on their second offensive possession. They'll go to work from their own 20. You talked about that play. It just looked like the defensive back slipped. Knighty recognized it, didn't try to be too perfect with the throw, and obviously the work was easy for Ace Henry after he caught it.
We had talked during the Host Connection halftime show about Michigan City's second half, and sometimes they don't play as good in the second half as they did the first half. So we're seeing it right now. Phil Mason and his crew hopefully has had that conversation and can kind of put a stop to that for them.
First play, give to Hatch, breaks off a tackle, spins forward, and still moving close to the 30. That's a good start here on 1st and 10.
I'll tell you what, Jaden Hart is fast. He came on that jet sweep, and they handed the ball off to him, and he was kind of off to the races. Good blocking up front by the Michigan City Wolves, and able to pick up a first down.
They give him the first down, a pickup of exactly 10. Jaden Hart, we've seen him catch the ball. Now we've seen him run with it. He's back in the backfield with Tyler Bush, who has yet to throw who has only thrown one incompletion. Hart, big gain up the middle, on his feet, has one man to beat, and does. 30, 20, 10. Is he in? No! All the way to the 1.
Look at the replay. They kick him out. He is off to the races. And great pursuit from the Lake Central to potentially save a touchdown. Wow, what a play.
A 69-yard run sets up 1st and goal at the 1-yard line for Michigan City.
Kudos to the offensive line for Michigan City. They kicked out the defensive end on Lake Central, which opened that hole and was able to spring him. And he got through that hole pretty quick.
Yeah, they've moved both those right side offensive linemen. Amarian Limbrick, the right guard, Deion Smith, the right tackle. They've been busy. And they've been very effective. And we've got a timeout. We will keep it here on the Region Sports Network. If you're Lake Central, you're in a tough spot. You get the stop, you get the score, and now all of a sudden Michigan City looks like they're ready to counter. What's the game plan right now here, 1st and goal?
Hey, you got to come up with the stop because you've done it. You've showed success stopping them on 4th down. So on the goal line, they've had success early in the first half doing it. So you got to sell out, stop the run, and look to get a big stop here.
Special thanks to Toyota of Maryville for sponsoring high school football right here on the Region Sports Network. And when you're looking for your next new or pre-owned vehicle, visit Toyota of Maryville. Toyota of Maryville we make it easy. Jared Schlensky alongside Josh Huddlestedt. A back and forth second half. And Michigan City closing in on getting their first points here of the second half. Remember, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Great Lakes Roofing Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Great Lakes Roofing. Call them at 886-551-7121 for a free estimate. Up the middle, did he get it? He did!
That was a great second effort by Racine Anderson. He was stopped short, but he kept his legs moving and was able to punch it in the end zone.
Racine Anderson finds the end zone for the second time tonight. And it's a 24-point lead again for Michigan City.
That's a heartbreaker if you're Lake Central. You get the quick score, which is exactly what the doctor ordered in the second half, and then you give up a big play and then a touchdown.
Lesquick, good kick, punches it through, and it's 35-10. You're watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network between Lake Central and Michigan City, the only game in town.
Ethos Dental Group in Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Stojkovic and Associates utilize the latest in technology. Ethos Dental Group would like to join you in welcoming Dr. Emily Hansen to their team. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake.
Both teams have touchdowns here to begin quarter number 3. Jared Schlensky alongside Josh Huddlestedt. Special thanks to our producer tonight, Rich Castile. It's been a busy second half, but another score for Michigan City has given them a little bit more of a comfortable lead. But for the first time tonight, we've really seen some consistency from the Lake Central offense. What do they need to do here to get it back into the end zone?
I think they got to stay the course here. Their game plan in the second half has been put the ball in the air. Don't run it up the middle. With the big defensive linemen of Michigan City, the 300-plus pound guys, you got to air the ball out. You got to give yourself a chance and go from there.
Pooch kick hauled in right around the 35 and hit hard. But good field position to start for Lake Central. Nice kick, or nice catch by Marcus Bice. But he paid the price there.
He sure did. Those are kind of ones that you want to wave your hand in the air and just take a fair catch, because that kickoff team is barreling down on you pretty quick.
Expect any defensive scheme changes from Michigan City here in the second half?
Absolutely. They just moved Laurent, their star wide receiver, out to play corner on the receiver over here that got loose for a touchdown. So that's a big change for Michigan City.
They're still going to stack that box. 7 now back there. And Omarion Hatch is out there too. Ace Henry, they faked it to him, and up the middle, 90 past the 40 to about the 42. A good start here on 1st and 10.
Yeah, if you're going to run up the middle, you can't just run it up the middle. You got to dress it up with some motions and some fakes, and that's exactly what they did on that play.
A little bit quicker of a tempo, too. They give him the 40 and a pickup of 4. Makes it 2nd and 6 with 7:30 to go here in quarter number 3.
I'll be interested this number one on number one matchup down here on the near side if Knighty's going to throw it here or he's going to go away from it.
Ace Henry, the motion man, takes the sweep, looks to turn the corner, and brought down in the backfield. A good, strong, open field tackle by Elijah Robinson.
Yeah, he's pretty quick too. So if you're going to run that play, you got to get the perimeter a little faster than that. But he hung on for dear life there. If he's able to break that tackle, it might be off to the races.
A loss of 4 makes it 3rd and 10. Back to where they started. A 25-point lead for Michigan City. They've had that lead multiple times tonight.
Straight man across the board, no safety help over top, so we'll see what Lake Central has.
Pressure comes, 90, hit from behind, loose ball, picked up, and it's Michigan City football in great field position. Davion Anderson able to pick it up.
I'll tell you what, they just brought more guys than Lake Central could block. They picked up the play side, but they didn't protect his backside, and that guy came untouched.
Yeah, he didn't see him. Luke Knighty needed some time. It looked like he was throwing for the marker. He didn't get it. And hit from behind. And Michigan City, great field position here at the Lake Central 20.
Yeah, that's not what you needed if you're Lake Central, but that's football in high school. You know, you don't go through the pass protections that you typically would do in college or NFL.
Swing pass to Hatch. Makes the first man miss. To the 10 and all the way down inside the 10. A good pickup for more than a first down.
He's probably got about 12 or 15 guys that he's made miss on the first attempt. He is pretty elusive. Kind of a Darren Sproles type approach to him. He's pretty low to the ground, low center of gravity, and is just able to make guys miss.
A lot of fun tonight. Hatch with a couple of touchdowns. Same thing with Raycion Anderson.
It's a little windy up here in the booth.
It is. It's picked up, too. First and goal from the Lake Central 6. Traylon Simmons caught the only touchdown pass down the field earlier tonight. Do they go to him? He split out. Nope, they go the other way and unable to haul it in on the far side.
Yeah, the wide receiver had signified to the quarterback what route he was running on that play. He did a little head motion and let the quarterback know, and they were on the same page. Just a little overthrow there, but probably a good throw because the defender was underneath that route.
Second and goal from the 6. And H-back and the running back in. Give to Hart. Squirms through past the 5, but then stop there.
If you're Lake Central, you absolutely need to stop here. You know that Michigan City, they haven't attempted a field goal all season long. So this is 4-down territory for Michigan City.
I would think so, too. Up 35-10. You've got some options. Essentially, this is second down because you're going to go for it again more than likely.
Yeah, they're going to go for it.
And a timeout. We'll take one with them. Third and goal from the 5 when we return. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Attention homeowners, ready to start your next project? Need to pay off your debt? Refinance your home? Unlock the value of your home with a Centier Bank no-fee home equity loan or home equity line of credit. Stop by a local Centier branch today or visit us on the web at centier.com/home equity. Terms and conditions subject to change without notice, subject to credit approval. Centier Bank, NMLS number 408076, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Michigan City uses their first timeout of the second half, and they are knocking on the door again of Lake Central. 35-10 our score. Jared Schlensky alongside Josh Huddleston, Rich Castile, our producer. Third and goal from the 4. A lot of options here. If you're Phil Mason of Michigan City, what are you dialing up, Josh?
I'm going to look to run it here. If you run it, you're able to get 2 or 3 yards and then potentially go for it on 4th down, which we haven't seen him attempt a field goal.
Traylon Simmons split out to the far side. They go to him, and he's wide open over the middle. His second touchdown reception. That one much easier.
Yeah, look, if you could see on the replay, they did a kind of a fake run play. The quarterback kind of ducked down and then hit the slant right over the middle for a beautifully designed play for Michigan City there.
A 31-point lead, the biggest tonight for the Michigan City Wolves, who had dropped 3 straight coming into tonight. If you didn't know that, though, you wouldn't have. They've looked on point tonight. Point after from the junior Olesquick. Up and through, and it is now 42-10. Michigan City all over Lake Central here on their homecoming. We're going to take another timeout. You're watching Lake Central against Michigan City here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Are you a steel hauler? Come work for Area Transportation. You must have a current valid Class A commercial driver's license and at least 1 year of recent verifiable steel hauling experience and at least 2 years of recent verifiable interstate experience operating a commercial motor vehicle.
Hi, I'm Amanda, the driver recruiter at Area Transportation, where we pay more because we value our drivers.
Call recruiting at 1-855-400-6939. That's 1-855-400-6939.
Michigan City strikes again. Tyler Bush, the sophomore, finds his go-to target, Traylon Simmons. He's found him twice tonight, and it is a 42-10 lead for the Michigan City Wolves, and they have spoiled this homecoming for Lake Central. That is for certain, Josh.
Yeah, we talked earlier, though, in the broadcast about Lake Central, new regime here with Good at the helm, and this team is young, and these are all learning experience for these kids. They're going to be good for a while, and the more that they can learn, the more adversity they face early on will help them, will pay dividends in a year.
A good return past the 30, and Lake Central will go to work from their own 32 here to begin their third drive of the second half. Like you said, Michigan City has played well offensively. Defensively, they've been even better. But Lake Central, a young team, has had flashes of success today, just haven't been able to put it enough consistency together.
Yeah, it's tough going against this Michigan City defense. I mean, they're pretty stout. They bring a lot at you, and if you're able to get it off, you're able to hit big plays. If you're not, it's going to be a long night. And then they play man across the board, no safeties over the top, and they just bring it.
90 option, keeps it. Now the pitch to the outside, and knocked out right around the marker, Xavier Williams. That's a good start here to begin this drive on 1st and 10.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the outside linebacker kind of came into the C gap there and was blitzing, and they ran the speed option. Kind of caught Michigan City in a defense that they weren't prepared for that speed option. So kudos to the offensive coordinator for the Lake Central Indians.
They give him a pickup of 6. It'll set up 2nd and 4. Michigan City defensively, they've got the safety, 5 3-and-outs, and 5 tackles for loss alone just from Mekhi Williams. They load that box again. Up the middle, Williams breaks free at the 50, 40, 30, 20, wrapped up from behind. And what a run there. Over 50 yards on the carry. Josh, take us through it here on the replay.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a run right up the middle. I think Michigan City was expecting him the quarterback to keep it, and he ran right up, and he's fast.
And only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore, right up the middle, and maybe if you're Lake Central, you're kind of trying to milk it out, but with that big, now you got to punch one in the end zone here. You're in the red zone, so I look for them to.
At the Michigan City 13, Henry the motion man, option, pitch this time to Williams, can't escape, and brought down for a loss around the 15. This Michigan City defense, they are as fast as they come, going sideline to sideline.
And they play tough. That was a triple option from Lake Central there, but the quarterback didn't commit enough to get the defender to him. He pitched it just a hair too early, and the defender was able to play both the quarterback and the pitch man on that play.
A loss of 3. They started at the Michigan City 13. It's now at the Michigan City 16. Ace Henry split out all the way by himself to the far sideline. Let's see if they go to him there. 90 to Williams, breaks free for a moment, but can't get free for a second time, and brought down in the backfield for another loss. This time it was Donovan Lindenberger.
Yeah, absolutely. This is, if you're Lake Central, you don't want to be in 3rd and long, which is exactly what they're in right now. And Michigan City sub back in Micah Williams, their big D tackle that's had some success stopping the run.
Lindenberger and Jeremiah Newson. We've had to say their names a lot here in the second half. 3rd and 15. 90 tries to escape, throws on the move, and a flag comes down as the ball pops out.
We'll see what the call is, but those are typical in the area of pass interference. Kudos to 90 getting out of the pocket there, and that was a beautifully thrown ball, accurate as can be, right between the numbers.
Was looking for Brandon Escobedo.
Pass interference, so that'll be half the distance.
Pass interference against Michigan City, and we'll have a new set of downs. At the Lake Central 9. Over the middle, incomplete.
What a great combination. Out route, slant behind it. That was a great pass by 90 right there. He just wasn't able to connect.
Brings up 4th down. And Lake Central has already gotten one successful kick from Owen Denny. What do they look to do here? They go back to him?
Yeah, I think you're playing football at this point, so maybe the score is a little out of reach for Lake Central. So you're going to play the game like you would play the game, kick the field goal, take the points, work on some things that you might not get to work on a lot at practice, and kicking field goals in game situations is it's really hard to replicate in practice.
He's hit from 22. Can he hit from 26? Good snap, good hold. And another good kick. Owen Denny, 2 for 2, makes it a 42-13 game. You're watching game night here on the Region Sports Network between Lake Central and Michigan City, the only game in town.
Home is more than just the 4 walls and the roof over your head.
Home is a place where I live and work and feel.
It's a sacred place.
We needed something so different.
Over the past year and a half, home has changed.
The future of home is an opportunity.
If we're there together, that's home for me.
Home Rediscovered premieres Thursday, September 23rd at 10 on National Geographic. Paid content for Century 21.
Lake Central gets their second field goal from Owen Denny, and it is now a 42-13 game with 2:34 to go here in quarter number 3. Special shout out to our executive producer tonight, the man to my right, Rich Castile. Can't do it without my color commentator, Josh Huddleston. And plus, we've got many other people to thank. Josh Boudre over up top on the video, doing a great job as our camera operator, our executive VP, Chris Ramirez, and our coordinator producer, Nathan Laird. I'm Jared Schlensky, but again, it's been a team effort all the way around.
It's been a lot of fun tonight here at the Burial Grounds on homecoming night.
Bouncer takes a high hop on an infield dirt, it looked like. Elijah Robinson down the sideline. Gets close to the 30. That's a good start if you're Michigan City.
There's a flag on the play. Usually this is holding or blocking the back. Pick your poison on those.
Great speed, though, all the way around for Michigan City. You've seen it with Robinson, Hart, Simmons, Laurent. They got some guys who can scoot.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of being here at the Burial Grounds, this facility is second to none. It's almost like a college campus. If you have not been to Lake Central to watch a football game, you should. The facility is really second to none. Press box up here, second to none. We are in a great spot.
Been a great time all the way around. Penalty is going to move Michigan City back to their own 16.
Thank you. They've switched up their defense. They got safety help over the top.
Wind picking up the middle. Raytheon Anderson bulldozes his way for a first down and then some. Pickup of 14. A good burst of speed and then a good job breaking off a tackle to pick up a couple more yards.
I'll tell you what, when they had to bring the second safety high, that brings the guy out of the box. So the passing game has kind of opened up the running game here in the second half.
Nick Garcella was able to slow him down. Give back to Anderson. Tries to turn the corner, but can't. A good open field tackle by Max Kelty.
Shout out to the Michigan City offensive line. That's a long pull. That's a long developing play, and he was able to kick out the defensive end.
Strong tackle by Kelty. Holds Anderson to a gain of 3. Clock continues to roll as we've got 90 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Bush has been great tonight at the quarterback position. Give to Anderson, breaks not only 1 or 2 tackles, now 3, and keeps his legs churning close to midfield for a first down and then some.
Michigan City has kind of slowed their pace down a little bit. They're using up a lot more of the play clock, just trying to shorten the game here. And they've actually made a pretty big commitment to the run game here.
Marcella again able to slow down Anderson, but it took a little bit to bring him down. He is a bulldozer.
Yeah, he runs hard.
Game clock under 60 seconds. Bush didn't throw an incompletion in the first half. He's only got 1 in the second half. Anderson this time wrapped up in the backfield. Andres Sedano, the Joker. You'll see him line up at DN. You'll see him line up outside linebacker, able to get to him first.
That was a great tackle behind the line of scrimmage. It looks like Michigan City may be content with letting this quarter come to an end here.
15 seconds. They don't have to snap it, and I don't think they are going to. We've played 3 quarters. Michigan City on top, 42-13 over Lake Central. We'll take one with you here on the Region Sports Network. You're watching the game night. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Toyota of Maryville, we take pride in being a one-stop shop for anything Toyota related. The best part of the Toyota Maryville experience is that we make it easy to do business with us. We have a committed team of professionals that's here to help you do just that. When you come in for service, we will welcome you and have plenty of staff on hand to handle your needs. And if you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, Toyota Maryville sales team is the best in the business to help you with your buying decision. We practice what we preach. When we say we make it easy, that's exactly what we do.
Michigan City on top comfortably, 42-13. They have spoiled Lake Central's homecoming so far through 3 quarters, but it's not over yet. Empty set. Give to Bell, and he has his bell rung there. The sophomore Cameron Bell not able to get much on 2nd and long. A very nice open field tackle on hand by Mikolajczyk of Lake Central.
That's the first time we called Bell's name tonight. I wonder if we're getting into the depth chart a little bit. With the Michigan City probably feels this game is pretty comfortable for them. They might be rotating in some different guys here.
Mikhail Cortez also in on the tackle. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Maybe they're going to go to Hatch here. It looks like he checked back in the game.
Tyler Bush with an empty backfield. Bubble screen. Hatch. Pass midfield. Ooh, tackled from behind. A nice job there by Lake Central of bringing him down. And slow to get up is Hatch.
I mean, he is electric. He is super fast. Yeah, they were able to pull him down from behind, and those legs kind of fold under you. It never feels good, that's for sure.
Nice tackle by Brogan Damron, also with Tommy Tinsley. And on fourth down, Lake Central's defense will stay on the field. Michigan City is going for it. Late flag before the snap. We get some early movement. And it is false start against Michigan City.
Yes. Delay a game.
No, delay, you're right. It'll be 4th and 9.
Phil Mason was not happy with that. He's still coaching late in the game. Kind of like that in a coach, not in the games. He's not happy with the way that things go, even though the scoreboard is a little lopsided.
Michigan City plays coverage and picked off down the sideline. Kelty nearly breaks free for 6. Tyler Bush picked off.
Yeah,
Max Kelty.
He ran an out route and he just jumped that route. Had to roll out, and the ball was thrown a little bit behind him, and he was just able to jump in front of it, and off to the races he was going. But kudos to the defensive back there for recognizing the out route, good vision, and able to jump in front of it.
A nice block, too, by Andres Sedano, the outside linebacker on Tyler Bush. Ended up making one of the offensive linemen bring him down.
Yeah.
That's hard to do. That was a good tackle by Nicholas Lemon, and offensive linemen usually aren't used to tackling.
Yeah, it's an interesting play there. I mean, it's 4th down. They elect not to punt. They throw it past. Sets Lake Central up in good position. If Lake Central's able to punch one in here, crazier things have happened, Jared.
Certainly. 10 minutes to go. Lake Central down 42-13, but at the Michigan City 11. Up the middle, Williams. Not a whole lot there, maybe a couple.
Yeah, a lot of motion, dress it up, but they end up just running it right up the middle there. If I'm Lake Central, maybe I'm going to put one in the air here and try to get a touchdown. Here comes big Micaiah Williams and checks into the game.
He hasn't played as much in the second half. 4 tackles for loss in the first half. You got to wonder maybe fatigue playing a factor.
They got 2 big guys in there.
Second down, Williams near the goal line. Can't quite find it, but does get positive yardage on second down.
Yeah, that sophomore, man. He keeps his legs driving. He is tough to bring down.
Brings up 3rd and 1 from the Michigan City 3. They need the 2-yard line for a first down.
They could still get a first down as well.
Correct. They have kicked successfully today on 2 field goals. Owen Denning 2 for 2. So it's not necessarily a guarantee if they don't get it here that they'll go for it.
Looks like it's going to be Micaiah Williams, or Xavier Williams, pardon me. Oh, no.
The snap comes in. Williams catches it. But a late timeout, I think.
I got a flag, false start. Looked like it was a little mixed up between the center and the quarterback. It looked like it clapped, and they snapped it before, and it.
Luke Knighty was not expecting that snap. He didn't even see it go over his head.
No, I tell you what, those are tough right there on the 1 yard line, 1 or 2 yard line. When you get a false start or a penalty, those are tough to overcome.
So instead of 3rd and 1, it's now 3rd and 6 at the Michigan City 8. Let's see if we get Knighty to throw. No, he's going to keep. And lunges forward. Did he fumble? I think he did, into the end zone.
Are they signaling touchback?
I think so.
Touchback.
Knighty, he may have been down.
It was an option keeper, and he made a great cut coming up, but great strip on the play.
Yeah, I think he might have been down looking at the replay.
Those refs got a better view than we do, so I assume that they made the right call. But nonetheless, it is a Michigan City ball.
It is officially a fumble by 90, recovered by Michigan City, and they will go to work from their own 20. Remember, at the conclusion of today's game, we'll name the Great Lakes Roofing Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Great Lakes Roofing, Chicagoland's #1 commercial roofing contractor. First play, a burst of speed from Jaden Hart, who gets 5.
We got our work cut out tonight for the players of the game and the plays of the game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. The big return by Elijah Robinson, the long pitch and catch for over 60 yards from Bush to Simmons. The pick by Kelty. There's a lot of different options.
We got a lot.
2nd and 5. Bush to Anderson, who has the first down. Still going, gets to the 35 for 10 yards.
Yeah,
this offensive line has been terrific.
Yeah, they're putting the ball on the ground right now. Michigan City, rightfully so, is just trying to eat up as much clock as they can and keep this a 42-13 game. Maybe punch one in towards the end, but they're looking to eat up as much clock as they can, Jared.
Game clock down to 7 minutes. Blitz comes. Anderson breaks free. And now all the way into plus territory, past midfield and then some.
That was Hart there. They keep switching those running backs in and out, and it's a little change of pace. Racine's kind of the Anderson's kind of the bigger, kind of thunder and lightning, Tiki Barber, Rondé Barber type deal. One's more the speed guy, one's more the bowling ball back. So they keep doing a good job keeping those legs fresh by getting in a new running back.
First and 10 from the Lake Central 47. Hart now split out to the far side. Up the gut, Anderson keeps a man with him and all the way close to the 40 for another strong pickup. They have no answer for this running attack.
And they're selling out, Jared. They're selling out to stop the run. I mean, they're bringing everyone except 4 guys. So they're bringing 7, and they're trying to get a stop. But kudos to the Michigan City offensive line and running backs for continuing being able to move the ball here.
Yeah, Ben Spang timed up the blitz well, but just couldn't bring Anderson down right away. But this team has played hard all the way to the end. Shown no signs of quit. You got to give credit to this Lake Central team.
Yeah, we talked earlier about them being on the field for a good portion of the first half, and then again now here in the second half. So maybe some fatigue's wearing in and just kind of not being as sharp as you were maybe the first quarter, but they've been on the field a lot, Jared, so it's wearing on them.
Anderson not able to quite turn the corner. Pick up a 1, makes it 3rd and short. Good job there by Dominique Cotton to force him to the outside. Play clock to 10. Bush in the shotgun. Pressure comes up the middle. Anderson just able to get enough for the first down.
They switched up those running backs again. That was hard
again. You're right.
Yeah, they keep switching those guys up and trying to see who's got the fresh legs in. Now it checks back in Racine Anderson here.
5 minutes and ticking here to go in quarter number 4. Michigan City with a 28-3 halftime lead have not been slowed down all that much here in the second half. Blitz comes. Anderson can escape this time, brought down right near the marker.
They got home on that play. I mean, we've just seen the same play over and over and over again. Michigan City's just content with chewing up the clock, and they ran the same play over and over again, and finally Lake Central was able to hit him in the backfield for a stop.
Nice tackle on hand by Jeff Lucas.
Second and 10 for Michigan City. Lake Central 35-yard line.
4 minutes to go. Hart makes the first man miss, gets a little help from his friends, and has the first down.
19,
Great job of second effort running tonight.
I will tell you, we've seen many of those rugby scrums where the pile just continues to move, and that's a signature. When you see that pretty much means that the running back is running hard and moving the pile, just no quit, keeping those legs moving.
They're letting this game clock go. Same thing with the play clock. 3:40 remaining here in the fourth. Michigan City looking for a final score. Anderson looks to bounce it outside. Can't quite do so, but still gets a good pickup near the 15-yard line.
These guys are running hard. They're pulling the guards. The guards are moving. I mean, they've had on every one of their running plays, they've had a pulling guard. So these guys are working hard up front.
It's been all ground and pound here on this drive. They've possessed the ball for over 3 minutes, and they still have some ground to go at the Lake Central 17, 2nd and 3. Bush, Hart, looks to turn the corner, can't quite do so. Nice open field tackle by Max Kelty.
19.
That'll be enough for the first down. Kind of a delayed handoff. It allows the offensive lineman to pull around the edge and pick up a first down.
Enough for Michigan City, first down.
The play clock, 2.5 minutes here. Another first down seals this game up for Michigan City.
Let's see what Michigan City elects to do. Anderson can't break free. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. But you got to give credit to Michigan City. I think it started with the defense. 4 straight 3-and-outs. Then they got the touchdown run by Anderson, plus the botch snap, and they never looked back.
No, they had a great game plan going into tonight's game. They were ready to go.
The win getting stronger and stronger. Game clock at 1:52. Anderson again inside the 5. Near the goal line is in. Rayceon Anderson finds the end zone for the 3rd time tonight, and it's 48-13.
That's a will touchdown. I mean, he wanted that. He kept his legs driving and was able to punch it in.
A well-balanced offensive attack. The clock will continue to run as it is a 35-point lead. The point after from Olesquick is good, and Michigan City with its biggest lead tonight of 49-13. We'll keep it here on the Region Sports Network. Been a very nice game on hand, a great welcoming here from this Lake Central fan base on homecoming. A lot of people to thank. Athletic director here at Lake Central, Chris Einhart. Head coach Lake Central, Rick Good. Michigan City head coach Phil Mason. And, of course, you, the viewers, at Facebook.com, Region Sports, and RegionSports.com. Both these teams we talked about needed a win. Michigan City had dropped 3 straight. You wouldn't have guessed it if you saw this game in its entirety. Lake Central has dropped back-to-back, going to lose their 3rd consecutive game. When you look at these two teams moving forward as everybody gets into the postseason, I wouldn't be surprised to see both these teams win maybe a game, maybe even more.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You're looking at Lake Central. I mean, they got it tough here. Michigan City, Chesterton, Maryville, Valpo. They got 4 extremely tough games coming up. Michigan City, as I mentioned earlier, already went through the gauntlet of Valpo, Maryville, Chesterton. They're on the road. Or they're home against Portage next week, and then on the road they finish with LaPorte and Crown Point. You're looking at being a well-oiled machine in the playoffs. So these games from this point forward for both of these ball clubs are all about fine-tuning everything and making sure that you are ready to go. Michigan City, 5A school, Lake Central, 6A school, both will have tough playoffs in order to make some noise in the playoffs. But the goal of high school football, obviously, is to win your conference. Everyone makes the playoffs. There is no seeding. Well, it's been mentioned and talked about. There is none. So if you're out of contention for your conference title, typically it's fine-tuning it, making sure that you're ready to go for the playoffs.
Dribbler scooped up by Lake Central. And down to about the 38. And I think we're going to get a late face mask on hand.
Yeah.
Nick Arcella returned to Lake Central 39-yard line.
So as we were talking to you before the kickoff, you want to be playing your best football come playoff time. And that everyone talks about that. There's been some teams make some runs at some sectionals and some regionals that maybe weren't playing so hot at the beginning part of the season, but were able to turn it on the latter part of the season. And that's really the goal if you're outside of the conference title, is to go and be playing your best football come tournament time.
And see if Lake Central tries to run one more play. 15 seconds remain in this one. I think they're going to try and snap this ball.
I don't know if they're going to have enough time. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to. And that is your ball game.
Indeed it is. Michigan City, a 28-3 halftime lead, never looked back. They go on to win 49-13. We got a lot to recap. And you look at this game from start to finish. It started with the Michigan City defense, 4 straight 3-and-outs. And then offensively in the second half, able to get it going on the ground with Anderson and Hatch. And you've got to be pretty pleased if you're head coach Rick Good for Michigan City. Or excuse me, Phil Mason if you're Michigan City. We'll take a timeout. You're locked in to Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Those drops of water coming from your ceiling can make a lasting impression on your home or business. Before the tide turns, call Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121. They work with your deadline, not theirs. From businesses to homeowners to property managers, the team of problem solvers at Great Lakes Roofing will be there fast and will exceed your expectations. And when the rain falls again, they will follow up to make sure that you're dry and comfortable. Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121, or on the web at greatlakesroof.com. Tech Credit Union is the better option for personal and business banking. Buy a car, remodel your home, pay for an education, expand your business. Tech Credit Union can help you do these things and more. You'll enjoy the latest banking services, but without the cost of the big bank relationship. With branches throughout the region, fee-free ATMs nationwide, and online services, they're convenient too. Learn more at techcu.org. Contact any branch or call 800-276-TECH. Tech Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender and federally insured by the NCUA. It's been said that one man's junk is another man's treasure, but at Total Disposal, your junk is our junk. Think of Total Disposal as that key player that has several options: commercial, residential, or hand off your junk at our Blaine Street Partners transfer station. Total Disposal is more than a service provider. We are an innovator for a sustainable tomorrow, well beyond the curb. For a complete list of services, go to TotalDisposal.com. Honesty and dependability. That's the Total Disposal promise.
You do this one.
Welcome back here to Lake Central High School on the Region Sports Network. Michigan City able to come out with a big win tonight. Your final 48-13. Michigan City improves to 3-3. Lake Central falls to 3-3. We've got a lot coming for you here on the post-game show, and we start with our Crowell Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. Josh, who is our superhero of the game?
The Crowell Company Lantern Man superhero of the game is Amarian Hatch, the senior running back from Michigan City. 2 touchdowns, 53 rushing, 96 yards receiving. While those numbers under 100, he made a difference in the game with his run after catch, made a lot of guys miss, and really changed the way that the Lake Central defense had to line up, which opened up a lot more stuff. So he is our Crowell Company Lantern Man superhero of the game.
They've got offices from 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, and on Saturday till 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. Again, Michigan City, the road team, a winner tonight. Final score 49-13. Now, let's take a look at our IKORCC play of the game. The Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters. Build your future. Learn more about them at IKORCC.com. The touchdown pass from the sophomore Tyler Bush to the receiver Traylon Simmons. Big-time pitch and catch. Touchdown catch of 69 yards. And it really was the play that kind of put this game out of reach. And it showed the balance for Michigan City. They had 4 rushing touchdowns. That one came through the air. And like I said, really dictated the outcome after that. One more. It's time to take a look at our blue-collar player of the game, brought to you by Great Lakes Roofing. Visit them online at GreatLakesRoof.com. Who is our blue-collar player of the game?
The Great Lakes Roofing blue-collar of the game is Micaiah Williams, the defensive tackle for Michigan City, number 78 in the program, but played outstanding defensive tackle today for Michigan City. He really shut down Xavier Williams, the running game for Lake Central. He was the difference maker up front. He was working hard in the trenches, and he really changed the landscape of the game for Lake Central. They had to go to something different. They couldn't just run it up the middle like that's their bread and butter. So he worked hard all night, 4 tackles for loss in the first half, and really changed the landscape of this game. So Micaiah Williams from Michigan City, defensive tackle.
Where do you go from here if you're Michigan City? You're 3-3, still a lot of season left. You've got a big confidence booster now in this win. What do you look for them down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, they were firing on all cylinders tonight, Jared. They had their passing game working, their running game working. They were able to put the game away late. They were able to answer after they gave up a touchdown to Lake Central. They got some athletes, Laurent, Simmons, Hart, our Crowell Company Lantern Man Hatch. They got a lot of guys that can move the ball. They got a lot of skill. So I look for them to be able to make a run at this thing in the playoffs. They had some tough battles early. They've kind of found their identity and who they are. Phil Mason's got his crew working now, and they are firing on all cylinders.
What about from Lake Central's standpoint? You win your first 3 games, and now you've dropped 3 straight after losing in overtime last week to LaPorte. Not your strongest showing, but again, a lot of heart and grit. But unfortunately, your 3rd straight loss if you're Lake Central.
Yeah, you're in the first year of a new regime with Coach Good here. He's a great coach. He's going to have these guys ready to go and ready to play. They're well coached. They're well disciplined. As far as getting into a new program, you have COVID, some of the stuff with, summer practices, those things are all going to be worked out later on in the year. And you're gonna get it going and for Lake Central. And while these games now are getting you ready for the tournament, you're finding out who you are, what's working and what's not working. So I look for them to make some strides going down the stretch. But they do have an extremely tough schedule coming up with your Maryvilles, your Chestertons, and your Valpos.
And we can't end this broadcast without thanking everybody who made this possible. We start with our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, our coordinating producer, Nathan Laird, my color man, Josh Huddleston, game producer, Rich Castile, cameraman, Josh Boudre, Lake Central Athletic Director, Chris Einart, Lake Central head coach, Rick Good, Michigan City head coach, Phil Mason, of course, our sponsors, and you, the viewers, at facebook.com/regionsports and regionsports.com. Your final tonight, Michigan City 49, Lake Central 13. From St. John, Indiana, I'm Jared Schlensky saying so long. Have a great night and enjoy your weekend.
Drive safe.